in our last session, after the group returned to Enowen after making contact with the Zendikar world soul, they were intercepted by an unexpected sending from Sayil, of all people. Sayil, in his usual stoic tone, expressed his feelings for Verity, while also warning Verity that apparently there was some kind of an Operation Purity taking place at Seagate, that it seems under the approval of Enowen and the Mercy Killers would reduce the group's task from needing to deal with this. Meanwhile, as they consider this cleanup effort and what they've recovered from the Eldrazi Titan Kozilek, they revisit Enowen's location in his study, and immediately the alarms go off, binding Hayes in some kind of a force cage, as Enowen remarks that he merely needed a sample and not something more than that, whatever it might mean. Hayes is left behind with his own observations, whether or not he chooses to voice them, and the party proceeds further into Enowen's study, where once the portals stood, but the dragon scrolls have long departed their use and the scene. Here, a long story is exchanged regarding what it means to go to Malakir, what is below, what Omen understands of the library he has seen, of the memory storage that dictates all the way back to the first Blood Chieftain and invocation of the Eldrazi, though he's not sure of any further details beyond what he has seen of the Grand Doors. He suspects that, being the spawn of the Eldrazi, maybe one day they might become one of them, such as sleeper agents, from what he recalls of the Blood Chieftain's tales and what he has seen in Seagate as well. It's hard to say what is true or false at the moment. The group has their own different theories, and as the talk goes on and Enowen talks about the suppression of the Eldrazi, the group is asked by Jace telepathically to start prodding the Elder Vampire in certain directions, about what it means, about what influence the Eldrazi have on Zendikar itself, and of the grave concerns of the Eldrazi morality and Zendikar's world soul not being particularly peaceful as well. They give what they do give to Enowen as they discuss, but eventually an argument breaks out when Jace states that Enowen seems to be under very deep programming of some kind of sleeper agent aligned with the third Eldrazi that has so far not shown its face or its means. Jace warns that this discussion is currently unimportant, and once Seagate falls, the third Eldrazi is primed to take over, knowing what it does through Enowen of the binding runes and the world soul, and with no longer the competition of its two rival siblings, as far as siblings might be among the Eldrazi. As the argument goes on, Moment, for the first time in a long while, consciously seeks for the Raven Queen's assistance and feeds his suppressed hunger all the way into the pack blade, allowing it to draw from him and starve him effectively, losing a great amount of the vitality he's built up so far. And unexpectedly, it works as the Raven Queen forms a connection with the group and shows them something great and terrible beyond their imagination. They come face to face with an apparition of the last Eldrazi Titan itself, Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. The Raven Queen places her wings around the group as the Eldrazi Titan unexpectedly opens conversation with them in a language that is comprehensible and carries many echoes of the subsonics behind them and hidden meanings. It speaks to the group And immediately they are of the opinion that it is far more intelligent than its siblings, able to distinguish different entities and life forms from each other, even possessing purpose. It states that it means no harm to the group, although the party by this point is extremely wary of striking any deals with any otherworldly entities of any sort, much less so Eldrazi. A pattern comes into mind here of otherworldly entities, the Eldrazi, that are called to different worlds, drawn by the hunger and the ambition of the beings that create them, and unwittingly summon them, seeking more and more and more, and thus do they move and travel. But the blame game is cut short as the group considers what it means if they even consider allowing this Eldrazi to go free, intelligent or not. And it surprises them perhaps for a moment to realize that the Eldrazi itself does not have a solution for its own peace. And no one listens, and so does it learn of the creation of this world, of what drives it, and of its inhabitants. The group confers among themselves, and as the vision snaps back to, and the epiphany is revealed, and no one's calm demeanor or anything he has held up to this point simply breaks, and the group is ushered out soon with minimal ceremony as the sounds of the smashing of his research begin. It is with a heavy heart that they part his office and decide on their next point of what they might have to do now with one less ally in the flow, and only the determination to continue. Is there anything I've missed?
I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
No, but
Oh yes, now I remember what I missed. The party yeeted outside the office into a lightning storm. Deck saves, everyone.
Oh,
No.
Oh, well.
Okay. Okay. That's safe.
then what? Natural 20.
20.
+5?
Yeah, I think you guys should be within his aura.
Yeah, I have a +5. Probably.
Everyone passes, so people with evasion take no damage, and other people get zapped for 14 points of lightning harm.
Oh,
Can I use reaction to use shield? Not shield, the shield master's like evasion, I take no damage if it's a dex save.
Sure, I'll allow it for this once, but it is pretty sure that there's more coming.
Okay.
As the storm crackles around you in the familiar settings of a calm, now perhaps less friendly than you remembered, with things desperate. What do you wish to do?
First, we have to get back to the place. Are we completely outside, or is there no way for us to get back into the house?
The Lysian office is closed and locked.
Yeah,
We can get to the
go,
compass point.
Yeah, just go straight for the compass
Run,
point.
I guess.
Yep.
You all are running?
I'm running.
There's no other way, right?
If
Unless we find some sort of cover under the liaison office and we use Gina.
It's a lightning storm.
we can't get into the liaison's office because it's closed.
Yeah, well,
Just kick the door down, right? How strong is this door?
I mean, we could.
I don't think we want to.
Do you want to anger anyone anymore?
He's
Well,
angry with
It's
himself.
life or death, you know?
Yeah. Also, you have to remember.
Downstairs
Okay,
is also life or death. Though.
you guys have to remember. Verity is wearing armor, which is very, very like lightning. You know.
It is a
I
lightning rod.
I can just bamf Verity to compass point. Don't you worry about that.
Okay, go for it.
Do-
Because I'm gonna just run.
Because if he doesn't allows it, then yeah, he's got.
As
not
you're
gonna-
discussing, please give me another dex save.
Just go.
Like where are we? Are we just
We're
like
outside the
outside
door.
the
we are
door?
just
Yeah.
a few minutes
Yeeted
away
out.
from the
Just a few minutes we can
compost-
walk. Yeah.
Just go.
We can
Yeah,
just run.
Just run.
Yeah,
just
why are we
go.
not running?
Okay, wait,
Let's
wait,
just
no.
run.
If we run, how often does
As
the
you're
lightning strike?
discussing running, everyone take another 23 half.
No, like
Evasion.
because we know this. If we run, like how what's the frequency of the lightning strikes?
You're going to measure that?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can see that, right?
You know what?
Like,
I'm
okay,
not gonna
no,
discuss
Nika's
this
just
right
gonna
now.
I
run.
do a few
Nika's-
more rolls to do
Nika's
that.
running.
thing.
She's using her
Okay,
action,
Nika
bonus
running.
action, etc. So she's got 120 feet per round, and she's out of there because no.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I clicked it twice. God damn it.
Verity, Verity and Moment would take another 23 half to 11. Okay, Nika's fine. Hayes roll as well.
Okay.
You know I cannot take that much damage anymore, right? That even
Exactly.
that is like dangerous to me
Okay,
now.
Hayes will take 23
Even
points.
though
lightning
if I
blast.
have evasion with
Okay.
shield.
So
Alright.
Moment is D-Door with Verity.
I don't think I know the way, so I'll just run following.
Nika's
Nika.
running there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Moment, you're D-Dooring with Verity in.
Yeah, if he
Alright.
allows.
Yep.
And you enter the familiar environs of the warm compass point as you all poof into there, soaked and dripping.
And then I immediately apologize to. God damn it! I forgot his name.
Satya.
Sasha.
Sacha for using magic.
All right. Sachir is behind his usual positions. Oh, it's you all again. Welcome back.
Where did the planeswalkers go? Out of character.
Let's just say anyone yeeted them somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, there's the front door, and then there's like the garbage chute and stuff.
Nice.
And looking around you, Verity,
Yeah.
you see a surprising amount of familiar faces amongst the Compass Point members.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do tell.
Well, in the meantime, Nika and Hayes just roll me 4 more saving throws.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does 14 make it?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
Then I get
I
hit
should be
once.
fine.
23 damage.
Divide by 2. No, wait.
Oh yeah. Give a minute. The rest is everyone zaps and evades everything.
Monks, man.
No, fuck you.
Evasion. So good.
All right. So, Verity, what you do see, seated at the tables, they're the usual locals that you don't recognize so much. You do notice a pair of rat men in the corner.
Oh. Familiar face.
Yeah.
Wolf as he
their
calls himself.
drinks.
Oh.
And, well, and it seems they're actually paying for them this time. So Sasha is not particularly looking at them too much.
Okay.
Okay.
There's also the presence of a cat and a bird.
Ah.
Oh, Catbird!
I haven't seen them for a while.
Yeah.
Sarah and Twitch.
Catbird. Oh, shit.
They are also having their own little table, although the smaller of the two rat men seems to constantly stare back at little Tabaxi, who seems to be waving a paw and every now and then doing a peekaboo.
The taxi is probably
Twitch
like,
is such a
bitch.
there is a lady there that is in no way related to Tia whatsoever.
Yeah.
Very fancy hat.
Definitely not Tia.
Definitely not
100%.
here. No idea whose that is.
And there's a table of two older men playing chess.
What? He came back?
Two old men playing
two?
chess.
Who is the other guy? What?
What? I thought he
What?
died.
Hey, it's our boy.
I forgot his name. Zoltan.
It's Zoltan.
It says right there.
Best friend Zoltan. I just.
What
started
happened?
looking at
Came
the
back?
I thought he died.
No, he didn't die. He
No,
just
No,
Yeah,
he left. He
yeah, no.
decided fuck
He,
this
he has
fight.
he has the
Yeah.
presence of death, so Moment thought he's dead.
You mean
Nah.
Zoltan?
No. Elder.
He always
Yeah.
he always looks like he's at close to anything that's dying. So
Who? Zoltan?
Zoltan?
yeah, Zoltan.
Oh.
Zoltan, you never know if he's really dead or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
is. He just appears.
is.
It's like, huh?
At the precipice.
He just appears.
Yeah,
Alright.
Nobody fucks with the Zoltan.
And with these interesting characters there, the door opens and in comes Nika, followed by Hayes, and with bearing them the slightly charred smell of lightning.
Right, he looks at Hayes and Nika. Check if they're okay. Do you need
I'm-
some healing?
I'm definitely not
No.
okay.
This one
I'm
is fine.
probably alright.
What about you? What about you? He turns to a moment.
Ah,
Do you need
I don't-
some?
I don't think I can take any one of those stuff anymore. Usually I can.
Well, all eyes are on you guys at the moment.
Oh. But he's like, so we shall return to our quarters and discuss matters.
Okay.
Sashir says,
Hmm?
you plan to talk to any of these folks? They're the ones that came with you, right? Some of them?
Yes. All
It's
right.
up, it's up to you if you want to.
Actually, I feel like we should explain to them what really happened.
Not here, right?
No, but we should invite them up for the discussion.
Sorry for casting a spell, Sasha. I'm sorry.
Right, we'll approach all of them, I suppose, and to each of them, he invites them actually. Right. Let's have a discussion up there. There is much to be said. Those who came with us.
Okay, who are you calling at the moment?
Mantuok. I mean, he's gonna say Mantuok. Elder, Zoltan, Twitch, and Saru.
Does
I'm
Twitch
going
understand
to.
you?
Yeah.
Twitch understands. He
It's
just
not.
refuses.
He
to
just
speak
doesn't
English.
want to talk.
He's just
like-
sitting there like pretending he doesn't understand, but he does.
Yes. He can speak common, but he just pretends that he doesn't.
Yeah. Nika is going to go to Sashir and ask him if he wants to join as well. 'Cause technically.
Sashir looks around the bar and shakes his head and says, all right, other folks, you got rooms tonight. Please give us a bit of space. And the other patrons who are there get the message and go back to their rooms for now.
This is the first time they are this obedient.
This is the first time Big Boss say get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the first time, but everyone can tell something's in the air now.
I think Sasha might want to listen this in as well.
Yeah, that's why he said that.
I'm listening.
Where do you invite Tia as well? So now we're discussing in the common room.
Yeah.
Is it even?
We can ask Zoltan and Elder to like make it safe.
I mean, we are talking about something confidential. I don't think talking in a common room, even if people go back to their room, is safe.
I'm sure both of them have something.
The matters we will discuss is going to be confidential. Is there anything we can do to avoid from prying eyes and ears?
I'm gonna just wear my.
Sasha reaches behind the counter, pulls out what seems like a machete and hurls it, and it thuds into the wall somewhere, and you hear several doors click very, very shut.
Wow.
Wow, Sacha is badass.
He ain't messing around.
Nah, he ready to decapitate.
He's ready to kill some mofos, as what they say.
Alright, and then Verity gestures to the other empty seats for people who are standing around, so like Nika or Moment.
Nika's gonna
Case.
remain standing, and she's gonna keep her eyes and ears peeled for the surrounding area, just to make sure there's no cracked open doors or eyes
Moment
and
is going
ears.
to. Yeah, Moment is going to wear his what call
Cloak of
many eyes. Yeah, many eyes.
Hayes will stand behind Verity.
Okay, Verity will just sit in the front in a seat that is like towards the people, I suppose, all of them. And he's going to actually speak to Tia first. He's going to ask Tia. Has your superior replied and given feedback about what has happened?
Could you remind me again which message this one was referring to?
This whole like Era found the binding runes for Arc thing. So like he's basically asking, is Kavros going to come and
Pick up the ribbons,
pick up
or
the
has he
ribbons
picked
and
up
the
the
people
ribbons?
and the people of Arc,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
He's asking if
Okay.
Kavros
So, right. Who's currently holding the ribbons?
is Verity.
Mm.
And Tia. Tia is
No,
the one
it
who
should,
hold the
it
ribbon.
should be Tia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Tia.
because she has the other book
Yeah.
and the ribbon box.
Yeah, she is the one who holds the ribbon.
Okay. Not Tia with her Sunday fruit hat replies that she's not sure what Verity is talking about, but the gentleman with the ship might be dropping by sometime soon, and capacity is limited.
Verity nods, and then he turns to Zerut and Twitch and the elder, the old one of the old guy.
And she wishes to express that, a certain horn fellow is very impressed by the group's accomplishment, sends his personal condolences to those who will not be making it back, and to put not too fine a point to it, recommends that the group leave as soon as possible.
Verity will look to the people from Ark, including not Tia. I suppose this is where we'll part ways. You have gotten what you are seeking for in here.
The elderly man playing chess clears his throat a bit. There's a bit more to this than meets the eye, doesn't it? I'm not inclined to believe that this problem is just going to stay where it is, and I suspect you know the full story. Perhaps we can start from there.
Right. What is your knowledge of what has happened so far?
There was a significant gravitational shift in several things, and the world itself aligned a bit more. He glances to the corner where the two red men are sitting, and they chitter among themselves. They make little noises, and And then the smaller of them is not. Please don't kill me. You guys are doing something big, right? Like really, really big.
Rarity nods.
Saru, the birdman, speaks up. The winds have shifted, carrying change. For better or for worse.
Yes, but you will not be staying here for very long. What happens here is what we'll be facing.
That remains to be seen. Is this something that can be left behind?
Rarity thinks for a bit. What we have found will be sufficient for Ark's purposes. Zendikar is a whole other matter by itself. I would not recommend staying if you can return to Ark.
Saru nods and Twitch makes it meow. And Saru says, regardless, we would seek to understand the situation first before the decision.
All right. Rarity will look at everyone and say, "You're all aware of the Eldrazi Titans, yes?"
The mousy-looking man says, not exactly, but it's in every time you get one of those ugly things, there's a bigger ugly thing, right? And there's the biggest, uglier thing somewhere.
Yes. And for
Rarity,
now,
you need me to make a image. I can do so.
sure, you can show them a moment. Or three of them, the two of them.
Yeah, I seen both of them. I will show both the
Kozilek and
Kozilek and the
Emrakul.
Emrakul, because Ulama we still haven't saw.
No,
his
yeah, we
own.
haven't seen.
We saw his spawn. We didn't saw him.
Yeah. But you can show like the meaty stuff, from Seagate. That would be
Some bunch
Yeah.
of horror. Bloody horror.
some gore.
Okay, which one is Moment showing first?
The one that we actually see first, that will be Emrakul, was it?
Kozilek first.
Oh, that's Kozilek.
Yeah, the guy
yeah.
in the Living Spire.
Yeah, Living Spire first, so Kozilek. The more shell or like construct looking Eldrazi.
You show that, and then well, there's a certain smell from the smaller man, and then Mantok slaps his forehead. Oh, fuck me, not this again.
How?
No.
You have seen this one before.
And then I show them the spawns of what Kosi has, like all those like more geometric
Shapes.
shapes
And then Verity
and
will explain.
rainbows.
I wouldn't speak its real name, but I think the Mer folks call them Cozy.
Well,
We've-
the elderly man at the chess table said, "You did something to it."
It is suppressed for now, and the binding runes, the Hedrons, also called the World Soul, is currently keeping it under control in the Living Spire.
Mantok says, wait, you actually beat the thing?
With the assistance of others, yes.
It was not
Well,
an
damn,
easy
we
fight,
might have
I
an
tell
actual
you that.
chance then.
It's not an easy fight, I tell you what.
But compared to this one,
And then I show
Omen-
it,
Yes.
and then I show him the this one would be Emrakul.
Yeah,
Actually Emrakul.
Jellyfish.
Are you saying Emrakul?
No.
As
We
out
do
of
not say the
character.
name.
Yeah,
No
out of
name.
character showing Emraku, but Moment doesn't even know how to speak the word Emraku,
Okay.
so I'm just showing the image that I seen from True Raven Queen's dimension
The
thing.
jellyfish.
Yeah, the more jellyfish, huge even.
Twitch's little paws make make a petting motion, seeing it a bit differently, perhaps.
Oh no.
The elder
Play.
does squint forward. Tia adjusts her hat. And, there's another smell from the guy in the corner again, Mantos.
Oh no.
How much
Wait.
can you release?
It's a rat.
Don't
yeah.
ask. Wait,
Okay.
Anyway, out of character.
isn't
Yeah.
it the vampire thingy?
Verity will not. The Merfolk call this Elmiria, but we
You're
don't
full
speak.
of shit and you know it.
Yes, but we'll speak of their name in this way for now. It is in control of Malakir, as we know it, and this is what we are going up against currently, the most dangerous one. It is more powerful than Cozy. It is aware of its ambitions, and it can speak to us. Unlike Cozy,
Intelligibly.
it is intelligent, and it has learned through the vampires. I'm not sure if we can defeat this because
Mantok just looks straight at Moment. So you guys were hiding stuff after all.
Can you even beat this?
When he says you guys, does he mean vampires?
yes,
Vampires?
the vampires.
Oh, he's asking me
Yeah.
actually.
Yes.
Oh, and I'll say, I just found this out 5 minutes ago.
Really?
Yes.
The two red men glance at each other. And the
Case
small
will
says,
say,
not sure if it's a good idea to talk about this. Mantok
found-
was like, what do we have left to lose anyway?
You found another one of those things on the ground?
Yes and no. As in, the one we found for you all wasn't the first.
Eyebrow raise.
Oh, there are more underground.
But I suppose you can say it's the first one we've seen this far.
All right.
What does Hazen say out of character?
no, not relevant anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This
there,
other one that you find, is it close by?
If it's close by, it would be more dangerous because now he knows what we are doing. And I point towards the Emraku. Because from what I know, those one we found underneath underground where you guys showed us are more primal and might have still linked to him. So that would be more dangerous. If we can deal with it, we might be as well deal with it.
also, I should let you all know that this Eldrazi Titan is trying to escape from Zendikar. And we are not allowing that because it will continue to destroy other planes. So what we're going to do is attempt to suppress it so that the Warsaw can take over Malakir.
There's a little smile from Zoltan, which is as much expression as he ever does.
Oh. I don't know what that means. It's like,
He's like, oh, heroism.
The two red men look at each other again. Mantos say, if he wants to go, why don't we just boot it out and
It might go to Sigil. It might go to other planes. It will destroy.
Here's the thing. I finally say something.
Mhm.
We let it go. What is stopping it from devouring this place first? It's pretty hungry.
Got a point there. So what, you plan to go into Malakir?
Yes. We'll have to disguise ourselves somewhat. We're still trying to figure that out.
But we need to go somewhere first. Don't.
You're
Push
going over the
ourselves.
surface.
Oh, before that, we still have one place to go because that is at most important for us to to talk to the other team that is already at Seagate.
Yes. But yes, back to going to Malakir. We still haven't really discussed it yet. We just have a plan, but we have to start setting off to Seagate now.
The elder man speaks up. Do you mean Operation Purity?
Reggie looks at the element. I see you have been keeping tabs on everyone.
I do take notice when the Mercy Killers act. It's hard not to.
Have they been in Compass Point at one point?
No.
I
You
guess
have
that.
eyes everywhere then.
They are not very subtle if you know where to look.
Have they arrived in Seagate yet?
I believe Factal Malin is present guiding the operation.
Oh,
And
Factal-
unless you plan to ask Mercy Killers to stand down, I don't think you're going to see much success there.
we will have to convince them. Because if this Ula, the one in Seagate, is weakened, Amira will have a chance to take over Zendikar.
You do realize their version of justice is a bit limited when it comes to weighing the pros and cons of one evil against another evil.
That
Yes.
just means we have to redirect them.
Yes.
If they are already
I know them well,
there.
and yes, we'll have to do this quick and convince them to direct their efforts the other way.
Be prepared for a fight if you fail. He just nods.
Reggie nods back. They must be aware of the greater evil here. Even their justice system knows of that. And then Reggie turns to...
Verity, I think you're quite aware of how they operate.
Yeah,
Like if there's a lesser evil in the way, they wipe it first and move on to the greater evil.
yeah, but like if they know that wiping the lesser evil makes the greater evil like impossible, they would logically know to wipe out.
That's not really how they operate.
I think we have
Compromise is not a big agenda on their list,
explain
which is
to them.
why some people avoid bringing attention to issues.
Yeah, I mean, still you still have to talk to them to let them realize there is a bigger threat out there.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, there are cases where they know that a target is bigger than the lesser evil. Unless they have more firepower to deal with the big one, then, I mean, that's another story.
Yes.
You
Is it-
want to imagine another Operation Purity over Malakir?
Yeah, that would be preferable.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to redirect them to
Okay.
Malakir.
But anyway, the elder is just recommending you have all your points ready.
Yeah. Okay, guys, our character, we have our points, I think.
Yeah,
you
I'm pretty
have,
sure-
I
pretty sure
have
we know.
no points.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I have
sure
no
we have
points to
a
say.
solid case unless the Mercy Killer is just like, we
Yeah,
ignore
it's like
it.
okay. Just FYI, there are these three guys, right?
Yeah.
Taken down one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like-
we can explain. We'll have a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. And like, if you take down this other guy, that other guy,
He's gonna take all his marbles
yes,
because he knows
we
how
are.
to take marbles.
Yes.
This other guy, he's blind, he's got 2 broken arms, he can't collect the marbles.
Yep. Yeah. Basically, like throwing a nuclear at a half dead person instead of that guy who is very healthy.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah.
Nika is gonna look at the elder guy and go, well, let's just say if we fail, things are gonna go tits up real fast. I'm assuming you know a lot more than we do. Would be good to share.
Ask. I know much, but if I start blabbering now, too much is also just as useless. Ask.
I look at Verity and then I look around.
And
know-
of course, this does not go to the Mercy Killers.
Naturally.
Yes.
Well,
We know a way into Malakir.
the thing is, we know the severity at which these mercy killers operate. We know that they get spooked real fast, and by spooked I mean what happened to Seagate. There's a big crater now, if I'm not
I would
mistaken.
not use the word spooked. I think they knew exactly what they were doing.
I consider that spooked.
A bit of an
considering-
overreaction, perhaps, but that's how they work.
Indeed. And if they fail over there,
They're going to be back with even more firepower, so let's hope they don't.
exactly. So, with what Verity is saying, we just need that one little key, especially to what was the main person's name again?
You mean the address? It's like, oh, you mean the
You mean the
Fractal?
Fractal?
Oh,
Yeah,
Fractal Malin.
Malin?
Marlin. Yeah, I'm considering he pulls all the shots here,
Yes.
Indeed.
and I'm considering that he may be considerate of the people who live here.
I highly doubt this.
No.
He is a
No.
fiend in nature,
Verity will shake his
much
head.
as the one that led this expedition to begin with.
So you're saying there's an entity out there that has all this firepower and no repercussions?
Nika, so
No,
From what I
I'm
have-
not asking you, I'm asking Verity.
Well, he's the Fractal, and he is based in Sigil.
And you mentioned that you come from an organization as well,
I'm from Harmonium, yes.
and you just bow down to this.
We do not bow down to Fractal Malin.
Looks like you do.
In what way?
Our jurisdictions are different.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be legal to wipe out, annihilate an entire plane just because somebody got spooked and didn't make the right decisions.
Well, our jurisdiction doesn't extend to other planes. What they do in other planes is the Mercy Killer's business.
So I
Which is
repeat
fine.
again, the Mercy Killers have free reign anywhere.
Indeed.
Yes.
That's concerning.
Which is why we are going to meet him right now and convince him to change
But
his
how do you
judgment.
convince someone so capable of genocide when you don't have enough information? He doesn't care.
Do we not have enough information?
I don't know, you tell me. I don't know these people.
This one believes we have enough information.
But just in case, this old man, this monsieur is here.
This one does not know what further information we may need.
Let's discuss what we have then to put our facts together. Everyone in this room is at your disposal, I believe.
I think so.
All right. So our character, we're going to discuss about the
We're gonna see how Verity is gonna present the argument to Martin.
Factor Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're putting together the presentation.
We're putting together the dossier.
Okay, so we know
Yeah, our
There are
character we
three
discussed first,
Eldrazi.
alright? Yeah, there are
Yeah,
three.
there are 3 Eldrazi. One of which is the big brain smart one,
Yeah, the big brain Emrakul.
who is the dangerous one.
Yep. In Malakir right now.
And he alone gets more powerful when the others go down.
Here's the thing, we are not sure about that.
We have reasonable
That, yeah,
reason
that
to believe that that is the case, and that is
Because-
enough for us to
because
go ahead
that
with it.
Yes.
conclusion is came from, if I'm not wrong, the Planeswalker.
Yep.
Jace, and he suspect
We
that
don't
the
know
two,
how he got to the conclusion, but okay,
But
we'll
yeah,
just say
but-
Jay says
No, no,
it.
no,
Yeah.
no. Because Anowin, who is influenced by Emrakul,
Yeah,
wants us to deal with Seagate first.
yeah.
mm-hmm.
That means that Emrakul wants us to go deal with Seagate.
Yeah, but then why would Factor Martin care?
Because Emrakul becomes stronger when
Yep.
they deal with Seagate.
Yeah,
okay,
Martin
okay,
would just
out
say,
of-
okay, I'm gonna kill this vessel even
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
kill
here's the
Emrakul
thing.
later.
What?
That is, however, a waste of resources.
Yeah,
Also-
we are trying to say redirect the resources somewhere else.
Yes,
That's what we are
like,
trying
just
to
take-
convince.
Just
Yeah.
take the bomb,
Okay,
bring it to
Nika
Vampire
is
Land.
going to ask the elder, while this discussion is taking place. Oh, you seem to know a lot about this thing, and I'm assuming you come from this place.
I don't have the same degree of information as your first 10 operatives have, but I do my best.
Do you know any history of the Mercy Killers? Maybe the other operations
I am
that
from a
went.
different world from both Verity and, well,
Case.
I'm not from this world. I'm not from Verity's world. I'm from the world that is falling to pieces, and he glances towards the cat and the bird. And that's what I'm trying to do.
I nod and I look at Verity this time. Is there any way you have any history of what they have done before that looks like this and then they failed?
Who do you mean?
I'm sure this isn't the first time they decided to go for a point of action, but it turned out to be the wrong point of action.
Well, they just have to redirect their efforts somewhere else.
Exactly. If you can't prove to them that this action is wrong and relate it back, I'm assuming, to something else that they might be embarrassed about, that might be your best bet.
Not Tia just adjusts her head, say, questioning people's competency usually isn't the right thing to get them on your side.
Well, in this case, what have we got to lose?
Well, here
The
it
Mercy
is.
Killers are more than willing to deal with any consequences.
Yes, we are not there to question them, but we will try to convince them to redirect their efforts and resources elsewhere.
I don't know. These Mercy Killers, they sound terrifying.
They
at
are
least.
very effective, but
I don't want
We
to
have
call
to
this
redirect
effective
them.
per se when complete and total annihilation of a plane, if you consider that effective, I don't know if you're good people.
no. To them, it's their way of justice, and that's effective if it cleanses the place. That
It
is
is
why.
regarded as acceptable losses.
I'm gonna disagree.
We can disagree with them, but in their point of view, they are unbudging. So we will have to convince them to redirect their efforts elsewhere. As I said, if you fight with them, it will not lead us anywhere.
I put my hands up. Alright. You're the only one who knows how to deal with them. I don't know who they are.
Mercy kills are not. They're not open for this kind of discussion. They will fight back.
No, I can
Yeah.
see that. They sound
Yes.
like bad people.
That is why we'll have to convince them. All right.
That's the extent of anything I know.
Then back to discussion of character. Alright. Okay, so here's the point one. We'll tell them that if you destroy Ulamog, it'll make Emrakul stronger. But okay, why would they care, right?
That's my play.
okay,
why would they
okay.
care if they're just gonna?
Okay.
My point of thinking is if they fuck up with Seagate, they're just gonna bomb, like carpet bomb the whole place anyway.
They don't have resources to carpet bomb the whole place. I think that whatever they call in Seagate is the biggest thing they could on a plane.
Yeah, and then they're gonna do it over and over again.
For Malakir. I don't know. We don't know their resources.
By the time.
do,
Wait, what?
I do think there is one way of saying this is like the reason why we don't want them to go for the Seagate one first is that he will get stronger, yes, but he will get strong enough that he's able to escape, and therefore you might not even able to
Come back with more
come back.
bombs, 'cause
Yeah,
he might be outie.
and then you might need to bomb different planes. Now you don't even know where to find him.
Yeah, then it becomes a chase, and that's like, I mean,
That's a
you
waste of
really
resources
wanna
for
do that.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big waste.
That's a
I'm pretty
resource
sure
we do
they
not-
have resource limitations. So
Yeah, so that's the argument I think it's valid, whereby if you do this now, he will get strong enough that he is able to
Yeah.
escape.
Like, it's
this
just more
plane.
work for you later.
If you go to Malakir and do that first, you won't have this much issue as this one don't gain power as quick as
Because
how.
the one, I think the
The
key
one
is
here
the
is
one here
weakened
is
here.
not intelligent.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
intelligent and
Yeah.
it's weakened. It's
Yeah,
already
he
weakened.
won't gain power as quick as if we kill this. That will gain more powerful.
Yes.
So he won't gain as powerful as the other will.
Yeah.
That
The other dude's got his bags packed and everything.
Yeah,
This guy is
yeah.
still like fumbling around.
Yep.
Mhm.
We can
So-
deal with this one ourselves if
yeah.
we want. With the world so taking over, but the big thing to deal with is
Yeah, so
Emerald.
So that's what I think is a valid point. We can bring it up to them about that. He can just pack up and leave once. If we deal with this, he have enough power to pack up and leave.
Yes, and
I do want to. I'm just quite curious about.
we need to bounce soon, because what
Yeah,
if we
we
get there
need-
and they're
Yeah,
already
and they're
done?
already
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we should discuss
Yes.
this and go.
Yes.
But
Just-
okay, our character. These are the points we can present to the men.
Yeah, and if he doesn't care, I mean, he doesn't care, right? I will just
Yeah.
be like, okay, I hope that we will have your support in dealing with the
Emerald.
other guy.
Yeah. We told you, and that's all we can do.
Like, yeah, like we're here, we're giving the information. It's not our job to make the call, that's your job, but we're just here to give advice.
Yep.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, do you want to fight them or we just bam
No.
to Malakir?
We don't fight them.
So we just
There's no world in which we fight them.
okay. So we just go away and ready for Malakir. That's it. We
Yes.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Malakir is a whole different thing that we need to discuss, but this is at most important right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can come back and discuss that after.
It may become awkward if like Moment and Nika decides that they do want to fight them, because I don't think Hayes and Verity will fight them.
I don't know if there's enough stake. Hayes and Verity are not people of this plane, so they're like, oh, we have
It's
explore.
understandable. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because
also
it's like we know that they're doing their job and this is their job.
Yeah, whereas Nika has like she's got a really bad taste in her mouth right now.
Yeah, like Nika's like,
I mean,
oh,
Verity
what
too,
are
but,
these
like,
stormtroopers
that's why
doing?
he's
Wandering
trying
to
into my
convince.
house, murdering my neighbors.
Yeah.
Moment will have like that, but I'm going to say if you guys just go and you will I will have to make a new character
mean,
because
okay.
Moment is not gonna sit still for
I'm
that
telling
one.
you, If you guys
if
fight,
it's
Verity
a
will
fight.
fight because he will not allow them to just kill the people.
But that is if there's a fight.
Yeah, and that's fight. Verity will fight them. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's not that he doesn't care. It's like he's explaining to Nika that is their way of doing things. Doesn't mean Verity supports them. If they are doing it, Verity will stop them. You know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the discussion in the room. Do you need to ask them anything?
I think we present
Don't
what we
so.
have and see if the
Yeah.
guy has anything to add on to that.
Or counterpoint, see that it is like breakable or not.
And then we'll bring up what
You're
Moment
sure
said.
you have nothing you need to ask at all?
I feel like there's a lot to ask.
I don't
but-
think
Okay,
that I
so
have anything
so
else
so
that I'm-
I okay, so the one that I want to ask, because the two red person did scatter and said they found something, and because the one that underground is kind of connected to Emraku, so I'm gonna ask, like, what did they find? The red people.
Okay. The little one seems to be going back to his drink and drinking a lot. Mantok instead answers. So from what I can tell, apparently something like this has been going on for a while. We've got a lot of underground real estate, and you guys are problems, really.
Go on.
Are you referring to the vampires?
What else?
Well, yeah, that's why I said go on.
So we're good at getting to places underground and all, and from what we can tell, the further down it goes, the more infested it gets.
Like
Yes.
deep down or cross?
Both.
Oh,
Still, we do find ways, and sometimes they do break out. It's a never-ending battle.
is it the same one that we fought?
That
Or
one was
different?
because some idiot got too happy at picking at things, but usually they are not that tough.
Not the same shape or form, or is it all?
Well, this is the first time we've asked for help, isn't it?
That's true.
But let's just say we don't go as far and deep below the city itself. No point tempting certain things.
You said you find a lot of the clusters of them as well underground, right? Well, more and more you go, the more deeper it is. Are they more like surrounding the area, or it's just all around? No objective that you think of.
What do you mean objective?
Because if
They're
they are just
guarding something.
that's there you go, objective. Ah,
Okay,
Well,
so
the
out of
king
character,
wants to know what it is, but from what you say, it doesn't sound like treasure.
no, I don't think it's treasure.
it sounds like it would likely be the physical body of the creature that we are hunting. The one that seeks to escape.
Wait, let me take okay, out of character, let me take a mental map looking. I need to take a mental map looking, because if I'm not wrong, we are there, and Malakir. That's like cross miles.
Yeah,
How
it's
big is
not
that?
the thing that he saw is not nearby, right?
Yeah, well, he said deeper they go, so, and I also don't know how wide their tunnels goes.
The elder just says, "It's useful to make friends sometimes. Never know how helpful they can be."
Yeah.
Why not?
So I know I shouldn't ask this because this is information that you guys don't usually share, but how wide is your tunnels goes? Where does it lead? Do you know? If
Have
you
we
have a
shared where
location.
we suspect Emrakul is? Like under the stairs of something
Mm,
something?
mm,
Souls there.
Soul
did we say
stairs?
that? But no, we did mention it cross by. I don't know if they stopped
Yeah,
us
yeah.
for more confirmation. I think we did say it aloud in
Okay,
character.
so we say that we suspect that our target is beneath the soul stairs. Does this correlate to what you're referring to, or is there something else?
I
I'm
haven't really heard about a soul stare, but the dance city is big, and the jellyfish thing, there's signs.
This lead they have could be promising.
I mean, if we can get through there using the warrants, I don't see why not. I look at Sasha and I pass him a note that I will write to you later.
Mantok says, obviously this isn't for free, so you'll have to deal with things as they go.
We'll investigate this right after we return from Seagate.
So he already started preparing his defenses, I see.
Yes.
How exactly are we getting to this Seagate place?
We have the teleportation circle.
A dangerous one, but we can get there.
Alternatively, we can speak to the planeswalker and see if they have other ways.
Saru speaks up. You may find the winds kinder than the waves at the moment.
I see. Well,
If there's no means to fly there,
yeah, and it's a very far away place.
How many circles do we have access to?
based on what our past wizard gave me, two that's not locked off by anyone, I think. So it's very limited.
If there are only two, then I suppose that making a
The
decision
winds
would not be
provide a
difficult.
third.
The third.
Do you know a way to get to Seagate?
And motions you closer as he starts tracing in the air.
Oh.
And you see from the patterns that form,
Just the spirit.
whereas teleportation circles on the ground are typically concentric in nature, directing towards a central focal point, and other details that Nerif would certainly appreciate if he was here. The patterns that Saru draws are wispy, wavy, and are more suited for something in the air itself that an Arakokra might possibly appreciate from a bird's eye view. Perhaps you may try this instead.
What is that? I haven't seen.
Where he tilts his head.
Is this some sort of flying, or
How long will it take us to get to Seagate with this?
Is it just a different circle coordinates?
Out of character, it's a mechanically different circle coordinates, but like based in the air instead. So Saru, that's one that you probably should prepare for a long fall immediately after that. But
Okay.
Time to summon Arya for Feather Fall. We don't have Feather Fall, right?
no, I would have,
Arya
but I
We
don't
have-
have. Yeah.
We have
Slow Fall.
slow fall.
No,
With
we'll
baby
summon Aya for this.
Featherball.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
actually Verity will inquire more about what's happening in Seagate to the elder. He's going to ask, what's the situation in Seagate right now actually?
My intel is limited, but from what I can tell, the activity of the expedition houses and the Mercy Killers on Emiria the Skyrune was a success. The one more cult is no more.
All right.
And now they have moved their attention to taking back their homes, but it would seem that Seagate is rather organic at the moment.
It's gonna take them
So-
some time.
Has Ulamog recently has resurgence as in after we take care of Cozy, has Ula suddenly gained vitality?
I'm not precisely sure what this Ula is, but whether or not it is a portion of Seagate or the entirety of it or more. But the Mercy Killers plan to launch Operation Purity directly against the Boil, as they call it, and for the remaining ground forces to deal with what's left.
Are there a lot of spawns, or is it just one giant organic structure?
There are certainly spawns, but the city itself has taken life of its own.
I see.
Which reminds me, if you are to speak to the Facto, you may have to come up with an alternative reason as to how you know of the operation.
Well,
Well, I
don't know
think one
what
person
kind of
knows
it.
about that. Didn't anyone knows about the Operation
anyone knows
City?
the one who approved of this as well.
Yeah, he is the one who says that.
So the people have been evacuated completely, yes, from the city.
From as far as I can tell, there is nothing left to evacuate.
I see. So they are generally going there to cleanse the city of Ula or whatever that organic thing is.
The expedition houses are still very attached to their homes.
That is understandable.
Aren't we all?
Yes. Okay, out of character, what else about Seagate do you want to know? Here's the thing. So, like, to counter Nika's point, right? They are not there to wipe out the people there. They are there to destroy the Eldrazi. So,
Yeah, they get rid of the monster.
yeah, get rid of the monster, which is okay because the expedition house do want their house, their home back. It's just that we're just trying to dissuade them to doing this first.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's either they delay it or they have to, if they really want to fight now, go for Malakir.
Yes, but
What
we
others?
would suggest that they go for Malakir
Yeah,
because if we fail, they're just gonna be waiting here forever.
yeah. That is true.
And we don't want him
Like,
to
we need to,
outside
like-
Malakir.
We need to get it into the system to be like, okay, this needs to be dealt with first. Mission parameters and all that.
Yeah.
And we also don't want him to go like topside Malakir because that's a lot of life. That moment doesn't want to be lost, either good or bad.
Here's the thing, like, if you want them to go to Malakir, they will nuke the place. And
Yes.
here's the entire city. So that's the problem right now, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I kind of want to nuke the place.
Yeah, but Verity doesn't want to kill the people.
It's full of vampires. They're not people anymore.
They are people. What?
That is so
They're
racist.
puppets.
You
That's
can't.
so racist.
Hey, stand down. No.
They're
Bad haste.
puppets. They're actual puppets.
I'm
That
here,
is-
you know.
Yeah, but they don't have the Raven Queen protecting their brains like you do.
You don't know.
You speak from a position of privilege, sir.
Oh my god.
I mean, but it's still life. So
You have a green diamond over your head.
So okay, so the thing, we still do not want to destroy the vampires, like because
Hayes is
we
understanding the Mercy Killer perspective. Wonderful.
Okay, so also one thing, right? Unlike Ula's like encompassing all flesh and thing and become flesh itself, like whatnot.
Mhm.
Emerald is hiding all the way underneath the ground. If you're nuking the surface, he won't harm him one bit. He's
Yeah, no.
hiding.
That just removes the puppets.
And he has the other
It's
god is
clearing the space so
He
that we
still-
can
he
go
still
to him.
have
You know?
like things protecting him underground. That's
Yeah,
resources
like
I don't feel like worth I feel like
yeah,
it's
like
worth
like the easier or not easier, but the way that doesn't involve nukes is these rat bros can sneak us in the underground and we bypass the surface
yeah.
area
Okay,
altogether,
yeah,
right?
that's the plan we're going for. We're not
Yeah.
nuking the vampires, okay? Okay.
Yeah. But
Chase.
but how are we gonna explain this to the Mercy Killers?
also we don't
That's
really
the tough part, isn't
Because
it?
they're gonna be like, yo, this is the problem. All right, we're gonna bring the bomb over there,
okay there's
bomb the
okay
surface,
so
and then y'all can just walk in, right?
okay so there's two problems now after we diverted to Malakir. One, the nuke, and the second if the sneak part. The sneaking
Yeah, we're
in
definitely
part,
going to sneak.
the problem here is again, isn't the red people is also one of their problems?
What problem?
Isn't the Mercy
The
Killer
Mercy
is looking for
Killer.
the red
We're not
thing?
telling them we're working with the red people.
Yeah, but the red tunnels.
No. The thing is, how are we gonna explain? Like,
The tunnel that is
what are
being
we what are we going to tell
yeah,
them?
the tunnel that has been digged nicely for us. There's no way we found another
We
group.
just tell them we have connections to go to the market. We don't have to tell them about the
Okay.
rats.
So we're gonna tell them, look, we're gonna handle Malakir. We'll handle it, and then we'll let you know,
And then you can do your
bomb the
plans.
place. Is that the
Yes.
plan?
Yes.
What if they're like, no? What if you guys die?
Well, they'll still bomb the place.
Give them a
Yeah,
timer
but
to bomb. Give them a
if-
timer to bomb.
Yeah.
No. But the thing is, right? If we're convincing them that Malakir is the problem,
Yep.
they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna go bomb there.
Yeah. I mean, I know
We're
that's
taking
what they're
we're
gonna do.
taking your good advice, and we're gonna go bomb the other dude first. And then we're gonna be like, no, we got that handled. We're gonna sneak in and we're gonna get it done.
And then they'll be
And we're
like,
not gonna die. And they're gonna be like, wait, what if you die?
Yeah,
So-
then you guys have a timer. If we die, and the timer has passed, you just bomb. No hard
Okay,
feelings. You just bomb.
So they're gonna go bomb the other side too.
Well, if we
No,
die, there's
I
no
think-
no way we can save it
yeah,
anymore.
if we die, then it's game over for us. And at least
Yeah.
they know Malakir is dangerous, because I don't think they are aware of Malakir right now.
Yeah.
And
That's why we're going over to
Yeah.
tell them.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is after we tell them, they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna go bomb that place first.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So here's the other conundrum we're having, right?
That's the main thing. Like, assuming we can convince them of what we know,
Yep.
they're
They
gonna be
will-
like, okay, we're
Okay,
gonna
now
go
we're
bomb
gonna
that
go
place.
bomb Malakir.
Yes. And what I'm saying is, that's okay.
I mean, normally if I'm playing any other character, I'm okay with this, but no.
Yes. So
And-
the question is how are we
Yeah,
gonna
how are we
convince
gonna
them that
convince them not to?
yes. Yes.
So,
Because I
Any
don't
ideas,
see
guys?
I don't really see a way to convince
Because
them
okay, so
Any other
so,
ideas?
it's not the
guys?
correct play.
so the only answer I come up with currently is that because nuking Malakir, as much as it clears the place out, it does nothing to the corruption, because it is now hiding way beneath the thing. Unless you have a drill to drill all the way to the crust of the earth. There's no way
Okay.
that nuke is.
Okay, so the argument here is if you nuke the surface, you can't get to the guy inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a valid
true.
counterpoint.
We can't get to it if they
And
nuke up.
if
Doesn't it make it easier for us to go to the
Yeah,
guy?
it's going in, but like you are wasting already that resource that I don't even know if you nuke it. Can I still find the door to go to?
yeah, because what Moment is suggesting is okay, you nuke the surface, then you have to dig through all the rubble, and you're not gonna be able to find him easily, right?
Yeah, because
Um,
the soul star is someone is housed like underneath it, and then if you nuke it, just all covered. I don't know where is it anymore. I don't even know the landscape. Is it
Yeah.
here?
So
Is it
so
there?
so 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 your argument is if you nuke the top, we don't know how to go into we can't
Yeah,
get to
we
the
can't
guy.
Yeah,
even go in to kill it.
what he's saying is it's a really big ant's nest.
Yes.
And if we
And
cover the top, the bottom's hidden
yeah,
forever.
yeah. And what if they say you underestimate our firepower?
yeah.
Then we
What
say
if
that.
just
What if
incinerate
they hit
everything?
you with that? What if they hit you with that?
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, if they hit
we'll
us
go
with
back
that, then I
to-
mean, then that's fine, right? Is that fine? I
guess.
don't know.
I mean, the
'Cause,
other
I mean,
alternative,
at the
they're
end of
gonna
the day,
say,
they're in charge.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're gonna say you underestimate their power, and we're gonna be like, well, you underestimate an ant's nest.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's still
estimate.
our word
Okay,
against
Yeah.
theirs, and they're the
Okay,
ones
so
that
I
have
want
to.
to know to estimate their power. Just use a very hypothetical thing. Just estimate
Hypothetical.
Seagate hypothetical. Sorry about that. The Seagate crater. That is how strong their nukes are, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. If
I
Factor
think
Marlin
they
is
can
here, it's
go
something
bigger.
bigger.
Yeah, they can go bigger.
Factor Marlin is it's not a joke. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
They have big firepower.
so a bigger crater.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Like
We don't
Verity
know.
is not in that high position to.
For all we know, they can crack the planet in half.
We don't know.
I do not want to have a exterminatus.
But here's the
40K.
thing. They also have. We can sort of try to appeal to a sense of justice. Here's the thing. Justice is their thing. If we can tackle from
Yeah.
that angle of justice.
Well, you do know it's not a planet-wide thing, because otherwise they wouldn't be sending people here to take a look at it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Exactly.
what we can appeal is.
You can
Yeah,
estimate the blast radius based on where people are standing.
If you want to appeal to justice, you can say that look, the vampires are victims in all this.
Yep. And it's they're enslaved by the
Yes.
Eldrazi.
And if they decide that we don't care about them and their lives, then I mean, in the end, it's them making the decision because it's like they're the ones who are quote unquote responsible. If they take our advice and things go shit, like that's not a good look for them. But if they like do their own thing and it goes to shit, then it's like okay, well, we are the ones that made the decision. We can take responsibility. You know how
Yeah, like
you know how it is. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So are we all ready then?
yeah. I'm gonna
I
go to
guess
the
so.
restroom. Be
Are we
right
ready? Okay. I'm
Me
gonna go grab a
restroom
drink.
break.
Yeah.
Break.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hype.
Okay.
Go prepare for the mini talk.
I won't be talking. I guess I'll let her.
No,
I'll let.
it's mostly Verity.
Yeah.
Do
The
we
most I
know?
can-
Do we know the location that they're landing? Because once we come out of the portal, we're gonna fall. But we have to fall in
My
direction.
my only spell for, well, the only spell I have.
No.
for this level,
Where the mercy killers are? Because we have to
Oh.
meet up with them.
we actually don't know.
Would be good to ask,
Oh, that okay. I think Zoltan would know where they are.
or the elder, since he was saying they're very obvious in how they move.
Mm-hmm. We find where is their location and then we talk to them.
Cause Shah would ask, but Nika will not ask.
Sha would have authoritarian thing to talk to them. But Sha, yeah.
Ikumi.
Why you do this?
Ikumi.
Alara also would like to talk to them. But
So,
Alara isn't. But
like
Alara
to-
isn't here
I
anymore.
would like to speak to your manager.
The Karen Alara is here.
It's like, ugh. It's okay.
But-
Verity boss now.
Mhm.
But it would be good to know location for after we come out of the portal. Where do we go, so that we don't spend time looking for them or splitting up.
Also, I do not know how high. I wish it's not too high that we'll be falling. Either it's via Featherfall or whatnot.
I mean, if it's Seru's circle, must be quite high
High.
up. Lah.
Mm.
I mean, 300 feet, 500 feet.
So if there is Featherfall, then I don't need to be worried. But if there's no Featherfall, I need someone to carry me, and then I can cast Fly on 3 people. That's like, since we only have 4 people going in anyway. Based on what I think.
Haze is the strongest. No, Haze and Verity would be the
It's in
strongest.
Verity, but yeah, as long as anyone is like carrying me, I can just cast Fly on 3 people, and then we just go down.
Okay. Regarding where the Mercy Killers are, the Elder doesn't actually know. He only knows that they are watching the Operation Seagate, but he's not dumb enough to try and scry on them or something because.
Does Zoltan know about their location?
I'm back. What's happening?
Zoltan just shakes his head on that slowly.
Okay, so we are asking see if we know
Zoltan
where...
says, I know not the world, and the world knows not me.
Fair enough. Okay, it's just that we are currently trying to ascertain where is the Mercy Killers located, because Seagate is quite big. It's just
Yeah.
like where they are located, so that we don't need to take time to search for them. We can just
Does
land.
Barkato know?
No.
He did not try to scry them or anything, although the obvious assumption is they're not within the city limits.
What about not scrying the Mercy Killer, but scrying the expedition team?
If they are overwatching the Operation Mercy, the expedition team outside that is doing their job should be.
Yeah, they should be around the Mercy Killers because they want to
here's
find.
the thing is, he's not able to scry the expedition team because he doesn't actually know them.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, he hasn't met any of the guys.
And we don't know who they sending anyway.
Would we know roughly where the node is, like the center node? I'm assuming it's where we almost got to last time.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Well, Saru is able to inform you that like his little teleportation circles or the seagulls in the wind are over Seagate.
Ooh.
Okay.
How high up?
So we can spot if people are around from afar.
Well, he's not able to give you metrics of how high because the winds are as they are, but he suggests you have a means to control your fall and direct it necessarily.
Because Moment can cast fly, and it would be good for us to like fly through there and then use the bird's eye view to find people if we don't know exactly where they are.
How many
It's-
people can you fly?
I can fly 3. 1 people carry me. That's it.
Yeah, it's either got to be Verity or Haze because we're all strong.
It's either Verity use your greater steed to featherfall, or
I think I'll
I
still
thought-
summon Arya.
Yeah, Arya has wings now, right?
Oh yeah, then
Yep.
you can fly
in
on
that
3
case,
of
I
us,
won't-
and then Arya will fly.
Yep.
Yeah, then I won't use my spell then.
No, as in you still
No,
have
you still
to
use it for
let us
all
fly,
3 of you. Oh, yeah.
but not Verity.
But I mean like featherfall. It's yeah, right.
No,
Because
it's faster for us to fly to search.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, understandable.
And Arya now has a big fly speed.
Is
Okay,
it
good.
120?
80.
Good,
Oh,
good.
Normal.
actually, it's faster than our flying speed. So yeah,
Fly is 1 hour, right?
No,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It's not that long. It's not that short.
Okay, 10
10
minutes
minutes
is
is
good
quite
enough.
yeah.
Let me
Couple of minutes.
check. Aria. Okay, so HP wise, I'm using the Pegasus stat for her health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, she's 90 feet fly, sorry. 90 feet fly
Still
speed.
faster than fly.
Yeah.
Anything above 60 is still faster.
If I remember correctly, Pegasus are one of the fastest
Yeah.
things in the air.
Yeah, he's the fastest. Alright.
Okay, so Moment's gonna cast it as soon as we pop out in the sky. So we have to like hold hands, I guess. Pretend to be skydivers.
Or you can cast it first and then go through the thing.
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
will just cast it when we are free falling.
Yeah.
We still have time.
Yeah, if it's very high, then you shouldn't drop too far in that one turn.
It's cool. Should be like easy
Should be
as long
fine.
as we hold hands.
Okay, so anything we need to ask? Because
So anything else about Seagate do we want to ask?
anything about Malak
yeah.
there as well.
Where do you ask how many Merciless does he know? Like,
The
What's
amount
the
of Merciless.
platoon size?
yeah.
All he says is, I believe there's a handful of them, but the facto himself doesn't really need more than a handful.
Good point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have to convince Factor Marlin.
I mean,
Anything-
honestly, they
anything
could be at the
about-
node.
Yeah.
Anything about anything to ask about Malakir and maybe anything that is connected to
Actually, there's a lot of things to ask about Malakir.
I
There's
think
like a ton.
we can do
Because
that when we come back because
Actually,
right now
just
this is
warn
more
you, he may
pertinent.
not necessarily have everyone here.
Do we have enough time to discuss Malakir as well before we go?
No, I think what we
just
do
tell
is-
them
is
if
like,
you
look-
want to deal with Malakir with us, meet us back here tomorrow morning.
Yeah, just get these people together up
Yeah.
again after that. Yeah.
Like we don't
The
have to
main
ask
thing-
Sasha to do it. They
Yeah.
have
Main
to
thing
want
is
it.
like, yo, rat guys, are you
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
you want us to help you save your plane or
Yep. We'll just tell Verity will tell Mantalk and the red person about that.
how can he be a contact? Oh my god, he got scared all the time.
He's the bravest, okay? He's the bravest of all.
I mean, you become
Compared to
contact.
everyone.
You run away.
yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
He is brave, okay? He's really
He just has an
brave.
incontinence issue. Okay.
Yeah.
He needs Pampers.
He's very brave. He
He is very
overcome
brave.
his fear.
Yeah. He is
But
brave boy.
he overcome his fear, but his body can't.
His bravery is like peeing in your pants. Everybody can see it, but only you can feel the warmth.
Oh, can you stop using that analogy?
Like,
I think we
other
use-
people aren't here to pee in their pants.
So he has to pee in his pants for them.
Okay. Okay. I think that's about it. Then we'll just get ready to go into
Yeah. We tell the red people to meet up again tomorrow.
if they want to.
Yeah. No, they have to. Like, we are
They
saving
have
their
to.
place. So, yeah. If they want us to deal with the whatever problem, we'll meet up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And here, thanks Saru for the teleportation thing, the winds.
Yeah, man. How do we come back?
Oh yeah.
Gina.
Oh yeah, Gina. I forgot we
Yeah.
have Gina. Yeah.
You don't know. Oh wait, you know
Sky
because you tried to steal. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Verity summons Arya.
It's like suddenly there's a horse with wings in the pub.
Yes.
Hayes plays with shapes while waiting for a moment.
Okay. Moment says, I need to
Yeah.
hold your hand.
Hayes,
so-
you're playing with what kind of shapes?
I have my shadow ability, so I'm gonna use
Yes,
those
but
to
what
make
kind
little
of shapes are you making?
the little shapes that the other dudes were making.
Huh? What?
You remember the guys we were fighting? The Eldrazi spawn?
Like weird
Oh,
parallelograms.
Yeah. Hayes plays with shapes now.
Okay. Well, Hayes, your shape making is remarkably accurate to the extent of being non-Euclidean at times.
Wow.
wow.
Lovecraft.
It's not very shapy. Not
Not
straight
really
shapes. Yeah, unstraight shapes. Okay.
Okay, so I will ask Nika and shit, I still don't remember Hayes. Hayes. I still can't remember Hayes' name.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there, but I just like, oh, what is it again? Okay, just staring it blindly. Okay, Hayes and Nika's to hold my hand so that I can cast the spell when a moment's notice.
Sure.
Okay.
Holds
Yes,
hands.
she nod.
Okay.
She
Where he
observes
writes
shapes.
on Arya.
It's a very weird parallelogram, sir.
Verity summoned Arya, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Why is it smelly here?
Verity will
Wait, has no
give
one
her a
cleaned
good
that up?
hand.
Oh right, nope, don't mention it.
We'll be heading off to a new
Someone
place.
die.
I shook. I'm like, why is there a horse? Why has it got wings?
She's
That's-
talking telepathically to everyone, actually.
Why is there a voice in my head?
But then you can't. Actually, she only talks to Verity, right?
Well,
yeah. It's
you
only
can't-
between.
Well, I mean, her complaints mainly go to Verity.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yika has never seen a flying horse before, so
Horned
What
one
is
has
this?
grown since the last time.
Can we eat it?
When
When you
did-
say we'll be leaving this place.
Who are the other 6 people? Why is this so strange? Why is everyone staring at me? I don't like it.
Verity will give her a scratch on the neck. It's alright, they're our friends. I think they're impressed by your wings. And then give her a nice treat.
A tasty morsel.
Nika's gonna look at the other people with a face of, do you know about this?
You've seen Arya before, haven't you?
No,
No,
I don't think
she
so.
she
Never.
never-
Wasn't
seen
she
Arya.
around and then she died instantly?
Yeah, she was around
She
in
was
the
there.
Yeah,
the
but not with
living
wings.
spire.
She was in the forest. Yeah, but she
Yeah.
looks the same
She
apart
looks
from
the
the
same,
wings.
yeah, with wings.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen a horse with wings before.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Saru
you've seen
says-
this horse before.
Well, Sarah says, that shape is not very aerodynamic.
Which one?
Sarah says, that shape is not very aerodynamic.
Oh, you mean the
the
Pegasus?
unicorn.
You mean the
shape.
Pegasus?
The
Yes, but it is
Uni-Pegasus.
ridiculously
And
fast.
then Verity will say, well, you have to see to really feel it.
Are we going?
Quickly
Awesome.
invite Saru.
Sarah, let's go.
Are
Come
you
on, John.
curious, Saru? to See how this thing flies.
Verity's gonna sing I Can Show You the World. Come on.
That's basically what Verity is saying.
That is it. Verity know how to sing.
Very well. Twitch, do behave.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh,
Yes!
Hog.
Alright.
Fuck.
Saru to join.
All right, moment.
Okay.
Verity will just cue Arya in before she gets like surprised. We'll be in the air when we go through the portal, alright? Just be prepared, Arya.
Okay.
Is Verity gonna climb on Arya's back in
Yeah,
preparation?
he's already, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very wise.
Okay,
very
so
wise.
when Saru casts the spell to open the portal, I'm going to cast fly as well to the two individuals that's holding and me.
The monk.
The monks.
The monks.
The monks.
The monkas.
Monk gang.
Monka S.
And
Go.
and you all away you go.
No.
This map is severely outdated.
Yes.
Yes.
Imagine
Because-
all the organic stuff.
It's now a hole.
Because instead of Seagate has the bastion of pure white stone and a sea barrier and a tower of splendor and learning, it now looks like a giant festering boil, like a beating and pulsing and shifting over the sea where the
Zerg
end
building
seems
that's
to
still
the
under
water, and the water itself seems to recoil around it.
Is it like the drones that is building structures but yet haven't finished building?
You play StarCraft, get a Zerglin to start building a building, and that's what it
It's
looks
not
like.
circling, it's a
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah, it's the drone. Yeah, it's the drone. The drone becomes a thing.
Yeah, and so imagine a lot of those in different structures.
Okay.
But the tower has turned into something particularly eye-like.
Oh, it's
Whoa.
Eye of Sauron but meaty.
And
Yeah.
okay, what's the carrying arrangements here?
The minute we appear, we're holding hands, and then Moment is gonna cast Fly on
Okay.
the 3 non-flying people, and then Sir is probably kiting already, and then you have
Verity
Arya
on Arya.
flapping.
Yep.
Okay, I will say let's do this. Oh, wait, let me check. Okay, I'll just need to put everyone in first so we have moment.
Upon seeing this, I'm just like, okay, maybe we do let them nuke the place.
It's kind of gross.
Okay, so we have moment.
We are Terrans, man.
We have
Can we just send in the ghosts now, please?
Arya. We
The
have
mosquitoes are the ghost.
Nika.
Where's the
and we
cloak?
have Haze. Okay, oh, you're wearing the cloak too, right? Moment.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have, but yeah, I shouldn't have. Just because I forgot that teleport actually will blind me for a
No,
second.
it's not the teleporting.
Oh,
It's
Seeing the things.
what you're seeing now. All your eyes on your rope focus on, like, immediately snap to that gigantic eye-like structure, and you see eyes within eyes within eyes within eyes
Ooh.
within eyes. Like, okay, right. Roll me a Constitution save. Roll.
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, within aura. Within aura.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's a confusion if I
Oh
ever
shoot!
seen
You're
one.
having flight. Please roll high.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Phew.
Take off the robe.
You managed to shake off being blinded and possibly worse things for now. But that moment of contact informs you that this tower eye thing probably has the same properties as your robe.
Ah.
Ooh, okay.
As in, it can see you, you can see equal clarity, and now everyone roll initiative.
Ah.
And then I just while during initiative, I'm just gonna immediately says like,
Where's my token?
I put you all here down here.
okay.
Oh, so slow.
Spacing isn't
Ah,
so
there we are.
important here.
Can
because,
we get rid of the chonteng on the map?
Yes.
no, keep the chanting. It's fine.
What?
This is all abstract anyway.
We're not using the map.
We are not using the map.
Is that Nerif? That is Nerif.
I couldn't really find a map that was all boils and blistering because I don't think that's what people tend to order when they ask.
Put in a StarCraft map.
Yeah, you can put in the StarCraft meta and I will say like, yes.
Ah yes.
We've caught the Zerg with their pants down.
Did they even have pets?
Well, they can't be surprised. So
Yeah,
Okay.
they can't be surprised.
I do want to tell the party is like, Ula has seen us coming now.
He looks at the tower with
The
the
giant
eyes.
eyes. Is that yes?
Hmm.
Hmm.
20. Oh no. What is this 20?
That's not great. Protect moment.
Oh no.
all right. Your pop-out moment
I think
cast
we're
fly
immune
on
to
those who
fall
can't
damage.
fly. Verity is on Arya, right?
Yeah, yep.
So basically, and Saru is flying on his own. I should move Saru's token over. So the eye tower goes first.
Oh, please don't shoot me. No.
Well, it will target the one that made eye contact with it.
Oh, goddamn.
Ah.
But
Wait,
let me just put
Verity
Sarah
has
on.
protection. What fighting style thing,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Ah,
I don't know if she can do that, or
That's true.
if he can do that when on the horse.
we don't know what the eyeball is gonna do.
Yeah, that is true. I'm on the horse.
Yeah. So I don't think you want to dive off the horse
yeah.
and tank
no,
a shot.
no.
Um,
So
Bad lad
then-
behavior.
Wait, how far is Moment from Verity?
I'm assuming
I'm
we're
asking.
next to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
you
we
all
are
are
using
next to each
portal,
other.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, then Para Shield will work.
What does that mean?
Let's see what.
Because if she takes the damage, not me.
You absorb the
He
projectile?
takes the damage instead of
Ah, okay.
yeah. Also, if you're around me, I gain bonus
Yes.
AC.
Yay!
Oh,
Of
huge.
how much? Oh, it's
don't
up
Maximum
to
of
3.
3. So yes, that's the maximum
Oh.
amount we get for
Damn.
him. So
Are you a shape changer, Moment?
I am
I don't
not.
think so.
I don't think so.
Then please make
Let's
me
see.
a wisdom saving throw against polymorph.
Oh,
Oh, that
you get a +5.
is
Become bunny.
that wisdom?
He's gonna, polymorph is a wisdom save. He's
Become
gonna turn you into an
Dinosaur.
arm.
What?
Just like an arm.
Become
That's a 9 plus
five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14.
14 does not pass.
Oh,
That's
I'm
it.
okay. No, wait. I'm
what
going
do
to
you
spend
become?
inspiration dice.
Inspiration. Okay.
Oh, but become a thing. I want to see what it wants to
What?
turn
No,
you
you
into.
guys
You know
will
what's the
fall.
funniest wild magic search I've seen? Cast feather fall turn into a potted plant.
That's some Hitchhiker's Guide to the
no.
Galaxy, some shit.
Yeah,
Actually, do you
Become
lose your concentration if you get
like a
polymorph?
whale.
Your
Depending
feather fall
on what,
doesn't go off if you. Depends on what the polymorph.
yeah, depending on what polymorph it is. 18 plus 5.
23.
Okay,
23 passes.
Yay!
Okay.
As you feel like your flesh contorts and it tries to shape you into something else, you
He
shake
wanted
off
to turn
the
you
power for
into
now.
a thing.
And then, because that didn't work out so well, let's see how many things come out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the-
How many things can this thing do?
He's calling the goons, guys.
Ah,
It's the
Unless I am a
goons.
change, unless if I am a thing that can transform, I'm not a true vampire where I can turn into bat. So
This is definitely Eye of Sauron, man. Meaty version.
he needs eye drops.
Oh, what is this?
What is this?
oh my
What is
god,
that?
that's not a.
What is this?
Oh, might be the turn count. Bees.
Oh, the
Bees?
initiative.
Bees too? Oh, they fast. Oh my god, they are fast.
Are they 3 bees?
And the eye, the eye and its many incarnations blink and shrink, and there's a buzzing sound as some of the fleshy boils open, and
It's the
What
mutalisks.
Eldrazi fly out towards you.
Oh,
Icky.
Let me try to see how I can best describe them.
Is it a Zerg Scourge or are we talking about Mutalisk?
I don't know any of the words that you just said.
Imagine
Dragons.
No.
imagine
They are a bad
merfolk, but in terms of air sacs that those some fish-like species have, the air balloons stuff. Except those have been turned towards flotation air purposes.
Oh.
Oh, so cute.
Kind
They're
of
little
cute.
balloony boys.
So are
They're
they just like
little
balloon,
porcupine fish.
balloon humanoid? Or they just balloon
Yeah,
humanoid?
let's call them balloon humanoids.
Oh.
Ooh,
Person deal explosion damage.
Pop the balloons.
Okay, I'll just,
No.
I'll
It's like boomers, but not.
I'll just put like 3 of these things here to represent them, and they will start moving on your initiative. Like they are quite far apart.
Hey, I remember these guys.
They're not the same things, but still,
Yeah.
Moment, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna fly first 60 feet to I do not know what direction. What direction Verity point to me?
Where is the direction of the guys flying towards?
Us.
Go opposite.
Oh yeah, well you know what?
Well, right now you're
See
currently
those
like
guys? Go away from them.
yourself.
Yeah, let's just go away from the tower
Yes,
because
Verity says go
Just
the
go away
opposite.
from-
Yeah.
To where-
okay, just go away from the tower 60
See
feet.
those guys? Go away from them.
Moment, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Ah, perceive.
Where is my perception?
Are you still wearing the robe of eyes?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Then
Because I need an
okay.
action. I need an action to take it off,
Oh,
though. That's the thing.
Big
Okay.
perception.
Moment, you can see these like on the map. Wait, why is it not clicking? You can see like these flying rocks around around Seagate that look so pretty when you arrive, and quite a number of them are still like hovering around the beyond the city limits itself.
Mhm.
Although at a more even gravitational level, so more or less in line with each other, and you catch the glint of some kind of a metallic structure on one of them that's roughly about, say, 500 feet away.
All right, let's go there.
That sounds great.
It's not fleshy.
It's not fleshy.
Because I'll say you have the robe of eyes, you can actually see to the extent so clearly that that metal structure seems to be the pointy edge of a ballista.
Sweet.
Oh, that is where
it's
they
our,
are.
it's our
Good.
friends.
We
Let's go
found
there.
them. Easy.
Okay. While flying towards
Huge
that
robe of
direction, I
eyes.
just point towards the Verity. It's like they are that way.
Verity nods.
Go
Nods head that
fast.
way.
Okay, so what is Moment going to do? 500 feet to left.
Okay, so first 60 feet towards that direction is
Okay.
it's still away from the tower, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how far is me to the bees currently?
The bees have just emerged at ground level. They haven't moved yet.
So, but what is the distance?
Distance.
Well, I'm not
If
going to
you-
pull the Pythagoras theorem out, but presumably you all are about, I'll say you all are 200 feet above ground.
200 feet above ground.
Before
Am
can-
I within range? Let me check.
If you're
200.
using your big gun, then probably.
No, big gun definitely, but I'm seeing if my small gun has that range. Because my small
Probably
guns do have
not.
a certain
the
range.
bees are more like swarms, so like it's not like you just send out 3 bees.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
swarms.
Okay, so I do not have a range.
You can just dash.
Just
I'm
go
gonna
to the
dash.
ballista.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash because if I get hit, you guys is gonna fall down. So I'm gonna dash. So
Yeah.
that makes me 120 feet.
Okay, 120 feet movement. Okay,
Mm.
you have 380 feet left to go.
Okay.
Next is
Bees.
Bees.
Bees!
the swarms of buzzing creatures, which now, as they get closer towards you, you realize the buzzing sounds come from the gills of mutated merfolk, from which air is filtered through in ways that it never should. And it's utilizing that and its air sacs to move up as quickly to you all as possible.
Ew.
Did they nuke this?
The bees are now 20 feet away from the party.
They did nuke this
Oh,
place,
they are
but it's not
fast.
dead.
They are real fast.
Okay. All the swarms have moved. Mika, your turn.
I see Moment go that way, and then I'm assuming there's a bee sort of in front of me.
So you
Ish.
broke off for a moment. What are you doing?
I see Moment go in that direction,
Mm.
so I'm going to go to him Well, I'm gonna first cast levitate at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Then it
I
can
don't
move.
think
Ah,
levitate will stop it.
I think it does because you have to.
Levitate here, not so much because
Doesn't-
it's actually a swarm. There's no point
Because they can
levitating
fly.
1D.
It's just one. You just drop one. That's it.
And
Oh,
more importantly,
it's a
they
swarm.
can
Yeah,
fly.
yeah. If it was just like if it was
Oh,
like
I
one
thought
large thing,
it
I'll
was
allow it.
one big thing. Okay, never
No.
mind. I'm gonna just like leave. Action, bonus action, movement, 60, 60, 60.
180.
By
Okay, so Nikar is now 320 feet away from the metal structure. Okay. Verity, your turn.
He's going to fly towards the structure, but before Nika and Moment, like he's going to be back. If the things
how
catch up,
many feet is he moving?
Moment and Nika move 180, right? Wait, how much? How many?
Nika 180, Moment
movement
120.
120.
Okay, then Verity will use Arya to move 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And as he is going to ready action if any of the swarm gets to them, get to him or something.
Ready action for?
To let me have a look.
Swing sword.
I'm looking at what options I have, but Paladins don't have AoEs, man. He's going to
Yeah,
attack.
it's okay, man. I understand.
Yeah,
I am
He's-
playing monk.
yeah. He's just going to radiation attack.
Okay. Haze.
My turn. What is there to do in a time like this but run?
Haze. Let me see.
Actually,
Well, you notice that these bees are geometrically imperfect and asymmetric in horrible
Oh,
ways.
oh
Disgusting.
no. He's
Gross.
that deep. He's that deep into to the mutation. Oh no.
Like there's nothing symmetrical about them at all.
Okay. Hayes will use his dash action to move. Verity's 90 feet away.
Yes.
Seru's a non-combatant, I assume. He's just flying away. Or is he
Seru will
still
move
in
at the end
danger?
of the round. I'll just move Seru at the end of the round.
Okay. I
But like he's
will.
Arakokra, so he probably outflies you all. So
Okay. So I will dash to get to Verity. Phew. And be slightly behind him because he looks like he wants to hit something with his sword.
okay, so how many feet are you moving?
90, like 95, I guess.
Okay.
Phew.
So Haze is now 405 feet away from the structure.
if you guys dash next, then Verity will stop dashing as well.
Okay.
Seru will cast haste on himself and then zoom.
Wow.
It's like
Wow.
Babbage.
He's out of here.
He's out of
It's like
here.
Babbage.
He is gone.
He knew.
Oh, he's slightly behind Nika, but that's because he has used his action and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the ballista will. Let me see. The ballista will fire.
Oh,
At
Hopefully
me.
not at
Into
us.
the eyeball.
I think it's at me.
hopefully not us.
Toothpick into the eyeball.
On
Oh, Imba, we showed up just to watch the place get nuked.
oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. The good thing is Verity's in Mercicular armor.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Oh shit! He's in Mercikina. I just realized.
on a
Oh.
white horse. Very strange.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Here. Moment. How many Merciculars have you met?
one.
3.
No, it's
Three,
actually
three.
1, 2,
Three.
3.
three.
There's
Son and-
Sile
that
and the
includes
pretty
Sile.
lady and one other guy.
Okay,
That includes
fine.
fire,
Then they won't shoot at the vampire as their
Okay.
normal instinct would guide them to.
Because I
And
know I
they'll
seen
shoot one of
Sile.
the Eldrazi instead. Yeah, that's right. Because like if you're an unannounced vampire, they would shoot you.
Okay.
Ah.
Checking swarm. Yeah, it hits.
Wait, 9 hits the swarm? What?
9 plus stuff.
You don't know
Plus
the modifiers.
stuff.
Yeah. What do you mean plus stuff? It's 10. We always know it's 10.
What? No, nine. Like if we rolled a 9, we would hit that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is if I don't use my penalty stuff. As I like to use it so often.
Let me just check how to do this.
Wow, the projectile must have just flew by us. Vroom.
There's an audible noise as the projectile soars past moment and strikes one of the swarms of mutated merfolk bee things. And half of the numbers drop out of the sky as the bolt soars through and explodes.
Ooh.
Nah, they do explode.
Okay, so one of the swarms is injured. And then next turn, okay, moment has flown. Let's see what the distance chart says.
If normal robe of eye, he won't be able to see me now. Well, I mean range-wise. Unless he has more range than what my robes can see.
Okay, it will target Verity because Verity
Is the frontmost fellow.
as the eyes focus upon Verity bearing down and starting to manipulate his meta structure.
Owie.
Roll con save.
All right. Is it showing? Okay, it's 26.
Nice.
26. Passes, you feel your body stiffening, but you fight against it.
Oof. Oh, I don't know what happens if I fail that, man. That would be horrible.
Moment
What
your
they-
turn.
They really like morphing that much, huh? Okay. Same distance, 120, because I don't think I have anything to able to deal with them without wasting a spell. So no,
Moment
I'm
is
gonna
260 feet away from the structure
do 260. Okay.
and can start making out like some black armored figures manning the ballista.
Okay.
Nika, wait, no, bees.
Bees!
Praise.
Okay, let's see. Three bee swarms will move up to Verity. Verity, I presume you're going to attack the injured one.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll for it.
Eh.
Yeah.
The crit.
Ah, that's great.
What? It's not like you have a wealth of advantage.
It's a 6 plus 8. It's a healthy 14.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay,
Something.
it's still make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, the explosion. Oh shit.
Ah!
I never make
Well,
those.
It squirts onto you.
Ow.
You take
You dirty your armor.
Ouch.
8 points of acid back.
Ah.
Okay.
Spills over you, and then they will take their little attacks
Okay.
with pack tactics.
Okay. Bertie has 21 AC right now.
Okay. He's not concentrating on anything, right?
Nope.
You have me and Arya next
Yeah.
to you for the Bahria shield.
So first attack, 16 plus modifier would hit 21. Second is okay. Dice roller is a bit slow for some reason.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
slow. Tell me if
Yeah.
26 can dodge any of it, because I think he will reaction shield if it's big number, but I don't know how big.
The natural 16 is going to hit. Are you going to shield it?
I think not.
Okay.
I'll save it for something else.
Okay, the bees sting you.
Bees, ow.
Boop.
Stop.
You get stung for 15 damage.
Okay. Taken.
Ow.
And make me a con save.
Okay.
This is
22.
poison effect. You shrug it off.
Alright.
I
And
thought
it,
she is not even. She's immune, right? He's
He
immune,
is. No,
He's immune,
he's
right?
not immune
No,
to
it's
poison.
immune to disease.
He's immune to disease.
Right? Oh,
Well, it starts to make you feel a bit woozy, but you shake it off as well.
Okay. Phew.
All right, Nika, your turn. Verity
Run!
swarmed by bee. Okay, Nika moves another 180, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone just dash.
Okay, 140. Nika's 140 feet away.
We can burn in all the key points.
Have to.
Well, you can see one. Nika can see one of the black armored figures waving what seems to be a flashy light.
I don't have flashing lights. I wave back and I'm yelling. I don't know what those things are.
Well, okay. Next, the black armored figure seems to call out extremely loudly. Identify yourself.
Nika, we have news.
We
And
come from
Verity's
Anowar.
turn. 3 bee swarms on him.
30 run.
Arya will disengage. How does disengage work when you're mounted combatant?
The way it works with mounted combatant is if you provoke an opportunity attack, it can choose either the mount or the rider.
Yeah.
I
How it
know,
works
I mean,
is that
how
the
disengage
mount
work?
the mount
Okay, if the mount
disengages.
disengages, then it can
Yeah.
only target the rider. Unless the rider also somehow disengages or whatever.
I mean, can
I
both of them
think
disengage?
By the rules, how it works is the mount disengages,
Yeah.
and then when the mount leaves and carries the rider away, it's considered forced movement for the
Uh,
rider, and it doesn't.
No,
trigger.
not really for this case, because this is the mounter. But like the mount can disengage, but that will cost it its own dash.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say if you want to disengage, then both of you have to do so.
but also
Oh.
doesn't you have the
Yeah, it
thing where
depends- it
you only
depends
text
On
Verity's
how the DM wants to.
No, because this is a mounted situation, it's a bit different. Like the force movement thing is a bit too convenient in this
Oh,
case.
I mean the damage thing, because isn't Verity have that thing where it won't hit the mount, it will just
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
Verity?
You'll just hit
Yeah,
everything.
but I mean, if Verity is mounted combat, obviously the only thing can target is that. lah.
Yeah.
So then I think you just dash. You just dash so that you take the off
Yeah.
on yourself.
Yeah. Okay, then Verity will hold his shield up and then he'll ask Arya to dash. 180 feet.
Okay, so Verity moves 180,
Yep.
and then they will take the attacks of opportunity.
Yep. Haze, you're going to dash next, right?
Yep. If you're
Alright.
running, I'll run.
Okay.
No, I will stay and fight the bees for no reason.
Oh, 19.
Yep.
Pair 19 is huge. That should hit.
Natural 15 does not hit.
Oh.
They're not
Nice.
that strong. I mean, they just got churned out.
Oh, right.
So one hits.
Verity gets stung for another 16 damage.
Okay, taken. Okay.
Run.
Okay, Verity zooms off after that. Haze, your turn.
I will burn a key point and dash after Verity. I
Okay.
also have 180 movement when I'm
Okay, so
full
Haze
dashing.
will be 320 Wait, no. 225
Yeah.
feet away.
I should be the same as Verity plus 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah. Seru zips forward and being
Does
a
he announce
bird,
himself?
being a bird, he's well versed with landing signals and all that his ancestors have passed down and not get shot down by random watchtowers and things. So he starts the
Nice.
negotiations there for landing. Anyway, Seru's out of it for now. And then the ballista will shoot again at the damaged bee swarm. This does not hit.
Oh, goes wide.
The black armored figure manning the ballista is swiftly replaced by more efficient personnel.
Well,
Lol. Lol.
And then it's the
Exactly.
eye's turn. Oh, it's still Verity behind, but wait, it's not just Verity. It has noticed Arya. Arya is moving very fast. Arya is not a shape changer, right? Arya rolled a wisdom saving throw against a polymorph effect.
Okay.
Is it
She
a
also
magical
has
effect?
she also has advantage on the save.
Okay,
And +1. What's the save again? With, right?
wisdom.
Alright.
Is Arya wise?
Here goes. She's not wise.
Okay.
She's not very smart and she's not very wise. She's just a horse. 7 + 5 is a 12.
Arya has polymorphed into a goldfish that has
Oh no.
Verity and Arya fall.
Yep.
Can I catch Verity as a reaction?
You can choose
Because
to
I'm-
catch Verity or Arya, but you can use your reaction and roll me a dexterity check.
Okay.
My dex checks ain't that good. 11.
I'll
Punch the
say that
fish.
sets a certain DC. Verity, you may spend your reaction to try to catch Hazel's hand. Roll a dexterity of your own.
Okay.
Punch the fish.
Wait. 15?
What? 15?
Wait. 10.
Is it Arya or?
Wait. I pressed the wrong thing. I did.
Yeah, but I'm
it's still
sorry, a
1.
9.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
no,
10, it's a
okay,
10.
Haze reaches out dramatically and
It's a
Verity
10.
tries to get it, but unfortunately it's not sufficient to close the gap. And they both fall.
They plummet.
It's okay. Next turn, Verity can turn her back.
You all did not change your altitude at all, right? So
No.
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 53 falling damage.
Wait, she
Ouch.
fell that fast?
That quick already?
You fall like 500 feet
Oh.
around if you don't have like feather fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. Can Ara actually reaction cast Featherfall?
As a
She
fish?
turned into a
Fish.
fish.
Yeah. I mean, reaction can only be reacted. Can
To
it be
falling.
before?
No, like
It's
because
reaction to
she turns
falling,
into a
and
fish
she only
first,
starts
then
falling after
falls.
turning into a fish.
Let me
But
see.
that means that she flops on the floor and turns back into Arya.
Well, the fish will
Eh.
absorb 1 hit point and turn back into Arya, and Arya will take
Ara
52.
Ara has 7 HP.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
Let's go!
and Verity will also take 53.
Yep. That is a lot of damage.
And after falling,
Okay.
because you all are still within the city limits, well,
Oh.
Verity is,
Yep.
you land into a boil.
Ouch.
Does it absorb some of the impact?
Yeah.
Because it is soft and squishy.
Let's just say Verity is in the middle of some like egg yolk like material right now,
Oh no.
and it's sticky and adhesive.
Okay.
So Verity and Arya are both grappled at the moment.
All right.
Oh no.
And then that's turn. Moment, your go.
Crap. Hmm. I don't want to use a spell, but
I
I
think you
have
guys
to.
should get to landing.
You took a lot of damage.
And
Realistically, can you do anything to help?
How far is Verity?
very far.
He didn't move from where we came out, right?
He
He
did
did.
move
He did,
180.
We're 180 away.
Oh, okay.
So
Wait, no. We're 270 away.
17, yeah.
That's far.
And 270, and I'm at the 260. So realistically, it's 10 feet. But he dropped. So how far is the drop?
200.
200. I can't get that.
No. It may be higher. Max fall damage is 200.
It's
No,
20
as in when we came in,
Yeah.
DM said
Like-
we're 200 feet up.
Okay.
Does free falling faster in mechanical wise? Does D&D has that thing?
I mean, if you fall, it's 500 feet unless you have something to stop you.
The only thing that stopped me is fly though.
If you're flying, then you can choose to deactivate your fly and just drop.
I think you
No,
should
don't do
land
it.
because
No,
moment is
I don't-
very.
Yeah, I'm not taking the damage. I want to have a more quicker descent.
Yeah, it depends on how DM rules it. In my other game, that's not allowed.
Okay.
I think you should go to the ballista because you have 50 points and you're holding two people flying.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
go to the
I'm-
ballista and start
Okay,
talking to the
okay,
Yep.
so ballista.
Out of character,
120,
do
yeah.
we're using Anuin as the reason why we're here, right?
Because
Okay.
because anyone is the only reason we can say that we know about the operation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we say we're here because of other news.
Okay,
Yes,
so
'cause
moment
we
will
learned
move
that
what?
Anna
How
would-
many? 120.
Wait, 120, yes.
Okay,
And
so
then
moment, yeah.
I will tell them that we have news on behalf of anyone.
Damnation! Could he not have just used a sending?
It is not possible at the moment. That's why we are here.
Now the hive is getting riled up. Quickly, get the others in.
Okay.
And that's
Oh wait,
moment's turn.
I just realized this. I take more damage, but Arya doesn't take so much damage.
Oh, you're using Paria to take that damage. Wow.
No, Warding Bond.
Oh, okay. You wish to have Warding Bond active for it, is it?
She is always active with
Okay.
Arya.
No, for me, it's you can choose to have it on or off.
Oh,
Okay, so if you choose to have it on, then Arya will take 27 falling damage, or rather 26 after the 1 HP from the goldfish,
okay.
and you will take another 26 damage.
Yep.
Are you still up?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wish I have
Very
your
nice, very tough.
HP.
Verity
wish
is
I have your
bulky,
HP.
yo.
Okay, that reminds me, I forgot to tell Moment this.
Oh, yeah?
After your event with the Raven Queen and your
Oh.
sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
you feel different. You have given into the hunger, but chosen to give in yourself instead of other people,
Mm-hmm.
and it has affected some of your properties.
Okay, do say.
Let me just check the Zendika PDF. Sure.
Are you a thing too now, Moment?
Am I actually a vampire now? Like a true
No,
vampire?
you gave it to the
Yeah,
Raven
I
Queen.
did give my hunger to the.
You're a bat.
Did I? I mean, like, what am I now?
Well, Hayes would say you're a slightly different kind of puppet.
Oh, well.
No, that's kidding. Wait, it's very slow to load. Why is it so slow?
Am I considered human now? That would be a punch in the face if I'm a human now.
Now you have the dubious honor of being a reverse vampire.
Huh?
In that, you know your
I need
blood.
to feed on people.
No, you know your bloodthirsting,
Mm-hmm.
where
Yes.
you can drain blood and deal damage and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
gain hit points.
Yeah, I have that.
That's
written
the
down.
opposite.
So
When you bite people, you give hit points?
wait. So if it opposite means
Other
that
people
it
drink
gives
your blood and
it
gain
gives
hit
HP?
points.
You heal them and you take damage.
Ah,
I give them my life force.
it's like
I
life
know.
transference, the spell.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
It's like how life transference is reverse
But
Yeah.
vampiric
does that
punishment.
mean that I don't have the vampire hunger anymore?
You don't have the vampire hunger anymore.
Ooh.
Yay!
Cool,
You
cool,
can
cool,
now
cool.
sacrifice your already small health pool to heal other people.
Now my health pool is literally a potion
Nice.
health pool. If
No, but
anyone needs help, I
You
can.
have spammable healing at a
I
certain cost.
Yes.
He literally
I'm now a
Large
resource as well, guys.
he literally goes up to someone and bites down and everybody's like, huh, I don't feel pain at all. I feel
Oh.
refreshed.
Oh, my headache is gone.
Bees.
Is the dice the same?
Okay, same thing except in reverse.
Okay,
So the bees, seeing that the prey has fallen down to the ground, they take a dash action, and now there's 3 bees on haze.
Oh,
But they have not enough
all right.
movement to attack.
Okay.
And that's the bee's turn. Wait, actually, I'll roll one more thing coming up. Since Verity is now on the ground. 12.
Okay.
What's the Verity's dex?
12. It's a +1. Dex.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Okay.
We are rolling an initiative off.
Initiative.
Ah!
Oh, Verity,
Nice.
okay. Verity goes before the ends.
Okay, here goes. It's a scuffle down here,
Okay.
guys.
Anyway, Nika sees Haze get swarmed but not attacked yet. Nika's turn.
I'm way too far. I am way too far. I cannot do anything. No, I'm gonna keep moving because I really, even if I dash there, I wouldn't be able to get to Verity on time. Yeah.
It's okay. He'll figure something out. It's fine.
Remember, you have levitate for free.
I don't think it can levitate me out
Okay,
of grapple.
so
I don't know.
So Nika, what's Nika doing?
I am dashing there.
So
to
Nika's
the-
leaving the combat map.
Yep.
Okay,
Because
Nika's out.
there's nothing else I can do. I can't reach fast enough.
Okay. Verity gets feels like the sensation of movement from this icky pool that's grappling him
Yeah,
and
shit.
grappling Arya as well. And like ends are coming. What is Verity doing?
Okay, so to get out of this whatever that is sticking him, can he like use his what to
It'll be an athletics check to pull out if you want.
Okay. And that's an action, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Same goes for Arya.
How's Arya's athletics check?
She has +4.
That's pretty good.
I mean, she doesn't have any proficiency in any skills. That's the problem. I'm thinking. Would protection? Okay, Verity will use his action to get out, I suppose. Because if you use blast, that's an action already.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Does
could bonus
levitate
action
help?
Sanctuary.
Does levitate get him out of there? Like,
I'll say if you cast Levitate, I will let you immediately have attempt an athletics check as part of it.
okay, but if I do that, that means I cannot cast Sanctuary. Is it? Is it a spell already?
Yeah, it's a spell already.
And it's tough. I feel like Sanctuary is the play though. I'm tempted to do it. Yeah. I was thinking about doing it, but okay.
Yeah.
He will use his action to use get out with athletics, and then he's gonna bonus action Sanctuary.
Okay,
himself.
first roll your athletic.
Yep.
Wait, on yourself or on Arya?
Arya has her own Sanctuary she can cast
Okay,
on at will.
right.
Yep. The
13 on the athletics.
I'm wondering if should I use inspiration? I think probably it's wise to use inspiration.
Yeah, secure the exit.
Yeah, I think he should use that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
13
burn.
passes, 13 passes.
Does it passes? Alright.
Yeah.
He's
You
gonna get
squeeze
up.
As
Yeah.
like the liquid falls off your legs, still goopy, and you are standing on other parts of the boils now that also seem to be like very tenuous under your legs, but at least it's not the direct hot mess.
And with his bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on himself.
Okay,
And then Arya will try to get out as well.
sure.
This Arya's.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Arya gets
Nice, Arya. And then Arya will cast Sanctuary on herself as well.
Mount up, use movement, zoom away.
Can he?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he can mount with his movement.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then we run towards the direction. Dash. I mean, 90 feet, not dash. No, 60 feet, yeah. Walks.
Okay.
Can she fly? Fly 90 feet?
I would say her fly speed is cut in half until she gets to goop off.
Oh. Then I
45
guess
still good.
running is faster now. Running is
You're
60
running on the
feet.
boils and all that.
Yeah, it might go through again.
Hmm.
Just 45 is pretty good.
Just yeah, I think
Yeah, 45
just
is...
fly, and then next turn
Yeah.
you can use your action to like get it off.
Yep.
Because the creatures are preoccupied with me currently anyway.
Okay. He'll just get up. He'll just fly diagonally upwards. 45 feet. Yeah.
All right. So Verity is 185 feet away from the platform, the structure.
Yep.
Now it is, well, there's a shifting of movements from the boil, and Verity is pretty sure he can see some more mutated Eldrazi things that may or may not have been townsfolk looking at him.
Oh. Feels bad. People that he cannot save.
Yep. Then it's Haze's turn. There are 3 bee swarms on Haze.
Ugh, ugh, ugh.
Can you disengage and dash?
I can disengage and dash.
Wait, how fast are they? Can they catch up to you next turn? If you just
If I
dash?
If I full dash, I don't think they can catch me.
But they get
But they
you up
can.
though.
I think they can catch you.
It's up to you. I'm okay.
Hmm.
Well, what's Haze doing?
Let me think. I can. Okay. What I will do is I'm gonna attack him. The injured swarm.
Okay.
The strike. And
Strike with?
just
Well, let me know if you decide to use your bite, okay?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Remember what Verity told you, Hayes?
Now you get meaty powers.
Oh, these don't look tasty.
Okay.
They're full of acid.
That is true.
Wait,
They
since
explode too.
Hayes understands Eldrazi language, does he hear anything?
Well, Hayes understands that they have a hostile intent.
Yes. I've witnessed this.
This is witnessable. Yes.
Punch.
13,
punch
well, half that, so it takes half.
But does Hayes have any
I do have
feeling?
magical
of-
punch though.
It's
Is
a
that
swarm.
bypass? Oh, okay, right.
Swarms are irritating AF for this.
I can't deal with it then. Okay, I will simply use my key point to disengage, and then the rest of my movement to zoom out.
Okay, so that's how much
60 feet
movement?
of movement.
60. Okay, haste is now 185 feet away. No, 165 feet away.
Okay.
I mean, you do have extra attack if you want to hit it.
Yeah, why not? I've already hit it
Oh,
once.
okay, never mind.
Oh, I missed. Oh well.
Too
Ah,
many
well.
bees. Oh, when you do strike it, it squirts you with 7 points of acid damage.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yes.
Seru's out of the
Splat.
battle. And then the ballista shoots past Haze again.
Yes.
It hits
Destroy
this
this
time.
man.
And the swarm goes down in flames and
Hey, I helped.
Nice.
and then
There are
the
two.
eye's turn.
Ah, shoot.
Let's see. It sees Verity and Arya flying off.
Stop
But
picking on Verity.
but Haze is nearer now. So it will try and target Haze.
Seems
Haze,
fair.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Oh no. Oh,
Haze, your limbs start freezing up.
Oh no.
You are restrained as your flesh starts to harden and sink in against scales.
Oh no.
You are restrained, giving you 0 move speed.
Does
And
that
along
mean
with
I
up-
fall?
No. Wait, let me think. Flying. Yeah, actually, by flying wise, it does do that.
Reaction feather fall? Is he within range of?
It's okay. It's monk shit.
He has
I mean-
slow fall.
Does the monk work, or does the slow fall work while you are restrained?
Yes, it is passive, I believe.
Let me.
Okay,
the
it doesn't say
wording
anything about
specify
restraint.
anything.
So Haze will fall down while restrained.
I can use my reaction. Yeah,
Cool.
as long as I have my reaction, I can.
Okay, so Haze is restrained and he falls, and he will take
Is he within featherfall distance?
73 falling damage.
Yeah, but is
Can
he
he
within-
reduce that?
Yes, I reduce it by 5 times my monk level, which is 65.
The hell?
So
Okay. Haze
So
takes
it's-
8 falling damage. And he falls into another goopy bob
Oh,
boil
shit.
that bursts, and well, he's already restrained.
Oh no. The ends. The ends are coming.
no, the trouble is I might just turn to stone here.
I'm not sure. Is he turning into stone?
Well, he's starting to turn from gray into a slightly different color.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
It's flesh to stone. And
Ah.
I failed the first save. And
I
my
I can get
con
back to you.
save ain't that.
I can get back to you. It's
Okay.
fine.
Moment, your turn.
I could get there safety without dash, right? To the 10. To the
You are
ballista.
140 feet away.
140
You
feet.
need to dash still.
I do
And
still
you're
need to
not gonna
dash.
You're not gonna make it.
The bees are how far now?
The bees are 45 feet. Well, the bees are 25 feet behind you right now.
That's that close?
Yeah.
Run.
Run.
Wait, no, sorry. 6. Sorry, the bees are 85 feet behind you. Yeah,
Okay,
he's-
that's your distance. That's your distance. 85. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You're gonna
5,
shoot,
6.
and then move.
Let's see. Because it's within shooting range, I might as well
Yeah.
trigger. Like
Do
it
some
does take
damage
half
to it.
damage though.
Still worth.
Okay, you know what? It's still worth. I'm going to shoot and then move 60 feet.
Okay.
So that will be 3 shots. I'm using bonus action to shoot as well.
Sure.
Okay,
Pew, pew,
so my dog is barking. I'm sorry. Dog is barking.
Just continue, don't worry.
Oh shit.
Damage this?
That's not gonna hit.
That's not. That's. Oh wait. Oh, that's a. Yeah, I did. I should say that. That is the. That's the
You're using big
sharpshooter.
move, right?
Yeah, I'm doing
Okay,
big.
go on. Do your other attacks.
The second shot is.
That hits.
Okay. Let me see if this is correct. Life drink. Oh, they shouldn't have fire damage. So, only 5 plus 18.
5 plus 8.
Wait, the piercing damage is 18.
The piercing damage is 18. The
The
fire.
piercing damage is half.
And then the fire is 5. Not fire. Sorry, the necrotic damage that I have is
Okay.
fire.
Okay, so it'll take 5 necrotic and 9 piercing.
Okay. And then I shoot my last shot then, since I already shoot. That would be a 25.
Yeah, hit.
It's gonna hit.
That would be a 19 and 5 necrotic.
Takes another 14 damage.
And then
Solid.
I move 60 feet away.
Yeah, Moment is now 80 feet away from the
So I'm
from the secure point.
Mhm.
And now this is where I'm wondering why Moment didn't start shooting earlier. But okay, bees.
because I'm not using my big crossbow. If I'm using my big crossbow, I can shoot from 200 to
The
300.
bees will. Seeing Moment is over there.
Is it coming?
Okay, the 2 bees will dash and reach Moment, but not be able to attack.
Okay.
And then for Nika's out of the fight. Verity, you are 45 feet above ground and you see Hayes just crash
How
down.
far is he? How
He's
far is he?
45 feet below.
Okay.
Let
Verity
me
will
see.
turn
Yeah,
back.
he's also 20 feet behind, but I mean 45 is the bigger feet. No?
Okay, then Verity will ask her to turn back and fly towards Haze.
Okay, that's 45 feet of Arya's half movement.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on Haze. Whatever thing that's afflicting him. Wait, do you get to make a save every turn? If I fail?
Yes.
But he will be like.
And you don't need to be within melee range of me to cast it, I guess.
The spell is a distance.
Okay,
But I
roll
mean, no, it's in case if it doesn't work, he can pull you up.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
you can cast it first. If it doesn't work, then you can come to me and pull me out. If it works, you
Valid.
don't need to come to me.
Yeah,
But you still have to.
You need to
Yeah.
break. Yeah, the break free of the
I think
trunk.
he's okay for breaking.
Like, how does he
free.
climb up? He doesn't.
He can still fly.
Yeah, you still have fly. I still
I
hold
have
my
your
fly.
powers, yeah.
All right. Okay.
And
Well,
yeah, she's
he
shadow
will do the
If it
dispel
works,
magic
if it
first.
works, I'm fine.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Then I don't know. Can we reverse? I don't know.
Okay. Roll your dispel check.
That is charisma, right? It's straight
Yeah.
charisma.
Yes. Cherries.
Terrible. I'm gonna inspiration this to get Haze off this. Use inspiration and 16. I'm not sure. If it's...
Dispels flesh to stone.
Okay. Phew.
Oh,
That's my level 3 spell slot.
I'm
It's
saved.
actually worth using a level 3 spell to dispel higher spell if you
Yeah.
can roll it.
Because
Okay.
there's no way
So,
Paladin
okay,
can
you still have
level
you cast the spell, you still have Arya's movement, all that. Haze is still stuck in the goop.
That's the bees. Oh no, the ants gonna go first before you, Haze.
It's okay. I can.
You can get
handle
out?
some ants,
All right. Then Verity will go forward 90 feet with Arya's dash, I suppose.
Okay. Verity leaves Haze behind and is now 95 feet
Yep.
away. And it's the end's turn.
Where are they ants? Why are they bigger than bigger than humans?
Okay.
You know, in my mind, the ants is as big as EDF's the game ants.
What?
I don't know what
EDF
that
Earth
is.
Defense Force.
Mhm.
It's a very ridiculous, over the top alien defense
Uh,
game.
What is
Various things
this?
beneath Haze rise and bite and chew at Haze, doing 28 points of slashing damage.
Ah, okay.
As he is grappled, there's no attack roll for this. And then it's Haze's turn, as like bits are trying to chew and eat
Are
lizard.
you sure you're okay, Hayes?
I should be fine.
Hmm.
I will look around and look for a shadow to vanish into.
It's bright daylight.
In between the pustules, nothing.
Oh wait, the only shadow being cast right now is the tower
Tower shadow.
and Verity on Arya.
Whoa!
They need to be within 60
Oh, yeah,
feet
that's
of
true.
me for it to work.
60
Are
feet.
any
Let's
of them? Is there anything within 60 feet of me?
Verity's shadow is precisely like
Yeah, because if it's casting.
70 feet away.
Ah, okay. Okay, I guess I just use my action to break out. Is that athletics check or strength save? Or...
Athletics check.
Okay. 13.
13 does it.
Nice.
Just
Get out of
does
that.
it.
I will. Wait, they don't A-top me, right? Or do
No, they don't.
Okay. How far away am I from the goal?
You are 160 feet, 5 feet away from the goal.
Okay, I will use a key point to double
Step off
dash.
the wing.
Yeah.
Dash dash.
So that's 120 feet of flight.
Okay, you're now 45 feet away from the goal. The ballista will shoot one of the swarms on moment.
Moment's still fighting those things, isn't he?
As in, like, they dash up. Okay, hits.
No, actually, if I use one turn to disengage and move, I can get out of the battlefield because I'm that close.
Okay.
Right? If I'm not wrong.
Just be aware of the eyeball. It's targeting.
It strikes the thing hard, which and bursts into fire, and the thing bursts as well. The moment you take 4 acid damage,
Is it though?
and 5
Please
fire
contain your
damage.
fly. Thank you.
Oh shit. 1, 2.
Is that all
3,
together?
4, 5.
So total 9?
Two separate checks.
Oh, so I need to beat 2 10s. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes. You can beat
Okay.
2 10s, right?
It's okay.
I
You.
hope 1.
You can beat 2
Two.
10s.
Yes, I beat 2 10s.
Okay.
Okay. Well done.
You beat 2 10s. Sweet.
Okay. Let's see. The eye will now look and see who is left. Verity is the nearest.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Well,
Guten Tag.
it sees Arya again.
God
Stop
damn it!
playing, bro.
Hug Arya so you catch him as a fish.
It will attempt to cast.
Does it have to beat Sanctuary?
Yeah, it has to.
Arya has
Harmful
casting
effect.
spell since, right?
Yep, if it's harmful effect.
So I'll roll a.
Wisdom save. Oh,
What's DC?
18.
damn.
Okay, it will choose not to target Arya then.
Okay, alright.
There already a Sanctuary too, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it has
If it
to,
works
it has to
for
choose someone
Verity.
else. Yeah, it has
Oh,
to choose. It's
Ah.
gonna target
It will
Verity.
attempt to polymorph Verity.
Okay, that is better than
Wisdom
Arya,
save.
okay? That is better than
I
Arya.
agree.
Wisdom save? Alright.
Yes.
Now you're a fish riding a horse.
Yes.
It's cool. It's cool.
17.
17.
Does it save?
Pretty high. Pretty high.
That save?
Verity gets polymorph.
Into?
into
A bird.
into.
Well, this is Ulamog you're talking about. So it polymorphs you into another aquatic life form. Let's see what it is.
Sotong.
Octopus.
You're a tortoise.
Oh.
Oh,
Bite onto the saddle very
Now, please help me roll a
Quickly. Balance.
chomp on the saddle.
acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
I'll just roll a d20 because I have the tortoise that
Oh
can stay on the
shit. I
horse.
have no more inspiration. 16.
This tortoise is balanced.
Go fly.
Okay, a moment. You're 80 feet from safety, but there's 2 bees on you.
Tortoise.
80 feet. Oh,
Yes.
I'm not that close actually.
Dodge
You were 140 and you shot and moved 60. What?
Yeah.
Just disengage move, you're fine.
Yeah.
This one will cover your retreat.
Okay. Let's see first. Let me see first. Let me see first.
Disengage.
I don't want to use a spell, but I can.
Just disengage move, you're fine.
Because disengage move, they will reach me if I disengage, and because they have more movement speed than me, right?
Are you holding on to Dimension Door?
I have one more spells for one rest before I go to a short rest.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
just
'cause
cast
I
it.
did say it was 500 feet away. I was like,
Yeah,
it's not
I
happening?
didn't use the reason why I didn't use Dimension Door is because I am trying to.
Because you're trying to greed for spell slots. Just use it, dude.
Just run away.
Yeah, there are people need my
Swallow your
flying speed.
pride and use it.
Okay, I'm gonna use Detour. Goodbye.
Poof. Okay, moments off the map.
Moments like I could have done this the whole
No,
time.
no,
I wanted to bait you.
No, the one thing is also like they can choose
are
extra target,
disappointed.
but yeah.
Yes, you helped.
Uh,
You helped
the
tank.
bees
You
at
drew
about
aggro a
80
bit.
feet will now swarm down to attack Verity and wait.
Yeah, attack Verity, definitely, 100%. Go for it.
Actually, they can't really see where Verity went now
He's
because
a
it's so
turtle.
small.
I would
Oh, they will attack Arya.
Ah, stop.
shout at
It's
the
okay.
turtle. Look, it's a turtle.
Okay.
Turtle, as
let's
it is
see, against
still a mountain
Sanctuary.
combatant.
Nick. Yeah, exactly.
I am a
Turtle.
tortoise.
I am
Combatant.
still a
I
mountain
am still
combatant.
Turtle is still a mountain.
Sorry, it doesn't work now.
Yeah, I don't think you're considered
You're
mountain
balancing
anymore.
on it rather than mounting it. What's the DC of your Sanctuary on Arya?
18.
Oh, it
Wait.
doesn't have.
Yeah,
So it hits the turtle.
it's your spell.
No, neither of them can attack Arya, so very disappointed they'll move down to attack Hayes instead.
Ah. These creatures. I will devour all of you.
Oh no.
What's Hayes' AC?
Not that high anymore. I think it's like 18. Let me check.
Okay,
Yeah,
hit,
18.
one hit, one miss. Okay, one B hits you for 21
My
points
God,
of
these
damage.
guys do
Hayes.
a lot of damage.
And roll me a Constitution saving throw against poison. Wait,
Excuse
yeah,
me,
you are
you
poison.
nah.
Can I just chill?
Yeah, you're fine. So it's Turtle Verity on Arya's
Come
turn.
on, just fly.
If Arya moves at, well, if Arya moves,
I mean, she's half speed.
yeah, she's half speed.
Wait,
still
can
covered in-
Arya
If
bite?
Arya
Is the
moves
group
at
sticking
half,
the turtle
Arya
to
moves
the
at her
horse?
quarter her speed, the turtle doesn't need to balance.
But she has sticky things on it. Can the tortoise just stick onto the sticky
Cling.
things?
Also,
Okay,
can
the tortoise
Arya
can choose to do that if he wants.
can
to.
Arya turn around and just nip the tortoise in the toe?
No, okay, here's what Birdie's gonna do. He's going to use his action to stick himself to the sticky thing that's sticking onto Arya.
Fair.
Okay.
I like it.
Go, Arya. Fly.
All right. Arya is good. Is Arya going to move?
Yeah, wait, you guys are still fighting?
The
Hayes
bees
is
are
still
storming the haze. Yeah.
Hayes is how far away?
Hayes, right now Verity is 95 feet away, and Hayes is 45 feet away.
Oh, okay, haste is in front.
I'm
Okay,
closer
so
to the
yeah. Okay, Arya we will just dash with 90 feet. Does Verity get to make a?
I'll say 90 feet does it. Now the one black armored person will grab the horse in, and that's done.
Okay.
And
Okay.
look
guess-
concerned at the black turtle on the back of the horse.
I have
Where
a
is your
sketch, guys.
rider?
I have
Where
a
is your
sketch.
rider?
Look at this.
They're like, oh no, it's an unwanted animal. Toss it up.
This must be the rider's familiar.
Okay, so the ants can't do anything. Haze's turn. There are two bees on you.
How damaged do they look?
Well, one of them is severely damaged. The other has not been hit.
I wish chomp on the severely damaged one.
Roll for it.
Oh, please don't eat it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Give
no.
me
Oh,
that
no.
temp
Hey,
HP.
snap. Hey.
He got that spicy jalapeno flies.
Haze, roll an intel saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay, you fail. I'll figure out what this does next.
Oh
week.
no.
But how much damage is that?
8. Does 8 damage.
Well, 8 damage. 8 damage takes it out.
Hey,
It bursts with a pleasant aftertaste,
With spicy jalapeno raisins.
and you take 6 more acid
Wait.
damage.
okay, that's just offset by my temp HP. Not really. Oh, the temp HP is so low. Okay, never mind. I take 3 damage instead. Yay.
Okay. And
Worth.
what do you do for the rest of your turn? You still have one
Um,
more attack and movement and bonus action, everything.
Yeah, I will just disengage and use the rest of my movement to get to the land.
All right, everyone is out.
Yay.
Okay.
After moment preserved his spell slots beautifully.
I want
Can
to
I
preserve.
go to Verity the turtle and
Verity
just
and I
flick him
took
on the
a
head?
bunch of damage.
Okay, and we'll continue next week from there. Slightly.
Like I'm just gonna flick
I did not
Verity the
expect this to
turtle.
take this long.
Don't look
I
at me
don't want to use my spells. Don't you understand? Your action has consequences.
You're a warlock. You just short rest and get him back.
Yeah, but I don't know.
If like moment had ever gotten hit and failed the con save, they'll be like, how many?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
gonna be
Mo-
terrible.
moment. This is how it works, right?
Yeah.
You don't know whether we're gonna short rest, right?
And we also don't
If-
know if
if-
this what
if-
our
okay.
talk will get
If
anywhere.
if you don't have spell slots,
Hmm?
we're gonna short rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
And with that,
That's
we're gonna
what
say
determines whether or not we
goodbye
short rest.
to everybody, and we'll see you next week while we
Yes.
argue the complexities of a short rest. Bye.
Bye.